Chapter 153. Having come this far, Muchichi was no longer a naive person. She would pay more attention to everything. With that thought in mind, Muchichi sent a message to Xianxia before she entered the university. I suspect that Rong Junhan has hidden Mu Tongxue. I don't know what she wants to do, but she sent me to the university today and threatened me. Xianxia was about to board the plane at the airport. He would go abroad to deal with some business deals before Muchichi went to the military training. When he saw Muchichi's message, he noticed that it was not about Rong Junhan hiding Mu Tongxue. It was about Muchichi being threatened by Rong Junhan. Everyone knew how threatening Rong Junhan would be to Muchichi if she married into the Shen family. So, if Rong Junhan did not want to change her attitude towards Muchichi, then he could only let Rong Junhan marry into the Shen family fall through. Rong Junhan had taken good care of the Shen family all these years. But the Shen family had helped the Rong family through several crises. So it was hard to tell who owed whom. On the surface, Rong Junhan had done her best. She had a good reputation. But could she take care of Shen Jianchuan for so many years without any purpose? Previously, he had suspected that the timing of Shen Jianchuan waking up was too coincidental. However, if he wanted to investigate, it might take some time. Muchichi thought that Xianxia would not reply to her. She was about to call Xianxian. But Xingzhao's reply was enough to make her laugh. Then threaten her. Can't you do that? What was Rong Junhan? Although Mu Tongxue's words were not pleasant, she was telling the truth. She was an outsider through and through. I know you love me. After replying, Muchichi scrolled to Xianxian's number. She could only think of the scene she saw last night. Muchichi's expression became much more serious. Hello, Chichi. Xianxian, I am going to the military training soon. But there is something I want to tell you. Muchichi said awkwardly. She was afraid that she would hurt Xianxian. But at the same time she was afraid that Xianxian would be fooled again. Tell me. I am listening. Xiao and I were at the revolving restaurant last night but before Muchichi could finish, Qian quickly interrupted her. I know what you want to say. Chichi, let's talk about it when you come back, okay? Now hurry up and go for your military training. Before Muchichi could ask anything else, Qianxian hung up the phone in a hurry. Her attitude was very strange. If that was the case, Qianxian must have known about Duan Shao. If she knew that he was looking for other women, why did she still get engaged to him? They were friends and childhood sweethearts. Everything seemed to be perfect. However, Duan Shao gave Muchichi the feeling that he was restless. But why would Qianxian tolerate Duan Shao, and when she hated evil and her family was well off? She couldn't figure it out. But no matter what, this was someone else's business. No matter how worried she was, she could not go to Qianxian and ask her to break up. With that thought in mind, Muchichi turned around and entered the university. This was her path as a forensic doctor, and also her own choice. In fact, Qianxian did know about Duan Shao. As the engagement approached, more and more people told her that they saw Duan Shao having sex with another woman. Therefore, after hanging up the phone with Muchichi, she really wanted to go to the Duan family and question Duan Shao. He had promised her that he would not flirt with other women. Why did he have to be so brazen when it was close to the engagement? Qianxian liked to stand up for others. But when things happened to her, she would show her cowardice and give in. It was not that Duan Shao did not like her. He could feel it. But Duan Shao preferred the colorful world outside. He liked young girls who did not need money. She knew that. But she had liked him for so many years. She had already accepted her fate. After the engagement, both of them would go abroad to study. This was the future she had envisioned. She could try to change Duan Shao. She thought she could influence him with love. But even Chichi could see Duan Shao having an affair outside. At the end of the day, she was just an 18-year-old girl. She liked someone so much that she had no dignity. Forget it. She would endure it. After the engagement, she would be able to restrain Duan Shao. She knew it. At that moment, Muchichi did not know what happened to her best friend. Because she was about to enter the cruel military training. Of course, she was not surprised by Mu Tongxue's whereabouts. Rong Junhan had taken Mu Tongxue away. Moreover, Mu Tongxue was sent to her dance school. Mu Tongxue did not know Rong Junhan's intention. But she was afraid from the bottom of her heart. Because she did not know what the young mistress of the Shen family would do to her. From today onwards, I want you to imitate Muchichi. You must look exactly like her from the way she speaks to her. Even the way she walks. Mu Tongxue was shocked when she heard what Rong Junhan said. But we can totally tell each other apart from our appearance. All these can be faked. I want you to pretend to be Mu Qiqi in front of Jianchuan. You must ruin Mu Qiqi's image in his heart. I will arrange the time. But you have no other choice. Because you have nowhere to go. Rong Junhan stared into Mu Tongshue's eyes. Don't you want revenge? Of course I want it. I want it even in my dreams. Then why are you hesitating? After this I will change your name. I will let you learn in my dance studio. I will give you a new life as long as you promise to pretend to be Mu Qiqi for me. Now that Mu Tongshue's everything was ruined, she needed a new life. And Rong Junhan's suggestion was too tempting. So, Mu Tongxue felt that she could not reject it. Are you sure you will succeed? Mu Qiqi is not easy to deal with now. No matter how difficult it is, she is just a little girl. But doesn't she have someone to teach her? It's just Grandpa Shen's trick. He knew that you're not a member of the Shen family. So he purposely taught Mu Qiqi a lesson. Do you really think that no one in the Xing family would care about a little girl other than Jingyun? Rong Junhan said arrogantly. Because in her heart the Xing family was just that arrogant. But she never thought that Mu Qiqi had Xianxia behind her back. And Xianxia would not care whose sister-in-law she was or whom she was indebted to. Chapter 154. Although Xianxia was abroad, he asked Jingyun to keep an eye on the Shen family. He wanted to make Shen Jianchuan's doctor one of his own. Mu Qiqi guessed that Rong Junhan had hidden Mu Tongxue. Actually, he already knew it. Otherwise, he would not be the crown prince of Huangyao anymore. What else could he use Mu Tongxue for now? It was her face that looked similar to Mu Qiqi's. Not only did Xianxia want him to know about it, but he also wanted Grandpa Shen to know about it. So he asked Jingyun to go to the Shen family to fish with Grandpa Shen. Old Shen, are you going to let Madame Rong marry into the Shen family? You should know what it means to Mu Qiqi if Madame Rong marries into the Shen family. We did not save Mu Qiqi just to let her escape from the wolf's den and enter the tiger's mouth. Grandpa Shen sneered while fishing. Why do you think I insisted on letting Mu Qiqi marry into the Shen family? Because I know that Rong Junhan has been trying to buy people's hearts all these years. She did take care of the Shen family. But what the Shen family gave her in return was to protect the Rong family from bankruptcy. So I have never felt sorry for her. But we owe Mu Qiqi a lot. Old Shen, I know that Junhan will not accept Mu Qiqi. But Mu Qiqi is my granddaughter. It is natural for her to marry into the Shen family. No one can stop her. But young Master Shen and Madame Rong are getting married. Jingyun reminded him. There is one more thing I should tell you. Mu Tongxue is missing. According to my guess, Madame Rong is the only one who is interested in Mu Tongxue now. If she tries to stir up trouble in front of young Master Shen, it will affect the relationship between Mu Qiqi and young Master Shen. After hearing this, Grandpa Shen turned around and looked at Jingyun. Mu Tongxue is missing? Even the Sheng family couldn't find this person, vanishing without a trace in a single night. Isn't that enough to prove something? Grandpa Shen's eyes darkened. He put down his fishing rod and nodded. If it is true, Rong Junhan will not be able to marry into the Shen family. As for Jianchuan, I will tell him everything and ask him to be more careful. Don't worry. Jianchuan is different from Mu Qiqi's uncles. He has his own judgment. He will not be easily influenced. Then I am relieved. Miss Mu Qiqi is only going out for military training. I do not want her to come back. I do not want her to be bullied. Thank you, Jingyun. With me and her father here, no one in this family can bully her. Jingyun conveyed his message and left the Shen family. But he had reminded Grandpa Shen enough. Although Grandpa Shen had retired, he was not a fool. His mind was as clear as a mirror. Jianchuan could not speak. Jiu Jianchuan. Xing of the Shen of the Xings in of Jiao. Although Shen Jianchuan could not speak, he could feel that there was a gap between Grandpa Shen and the Shen family. So Shen Jianchuan pinched Grandpa Shen's palm when the Shens were not around. Grandpa Shen understood his son's hint. He said, Eldest brother, you must understand what I am going to say next. Mu Qiqi has a twin sister. She is a member of the Mu family. She looks like Mu Qiqi. This girl bullied Mu Qiqi before. She even wanted to join the Shen family. She has gone missing recently. I suspect that Junhan has hidden her. I am telling you this so that you know what is going on. Mu Qiqi has a pair of clear eyes. She is an unforgettable girl. He is a good girl. Xin Jianchuan did not know what happened between the Xin family and Rong Junhan. But he knew that Rong Junhan did not like Mu Qiqi. So he nodded. You have a daughter now. You must get well soon. Don't let a woman lead you by the nose. Junhan has been taking care of you for many years. But she is not without purpose. You should think about it yourself. I will not say much. Xin Jianchuan nodded again. There were some things that he did not understand. But he did not forget everything even though he had been asleep for more than 10 years. For example, how did Su Ziqing know that he was going to be engaged to Miss Rong that night? Who told Su Ziqing about it? Since you understand, I will not say much. I will bring Mu Qiqi to see you when she comes back. At the mention of Mu Qiqi, Xin Jianchuan's eyes lit up. His daughter was probably the biggest motivation for him to recover. At that moment, Mu Qiqi was running with weights on the field with her classmates. Actually, there were not many girls who majored in forensic science. There were only a few girls who were cheated by the main characters in the dramas. They thought that forensic doctors were handsome and stylish. They were indeed stylish. But these girls did not seem to know what they were going to face next. Pathology, physiology, and anatomy were the most basic subjects. When they were in their second year, they would learn about parasites. Because the maggots on a corpse were also an important basis to determine the time of death. Mu Qiqi had done a lot of homework. She was prepared to vomit 1,000,000 times. But she could not bear to see her friends laughing happily. When she returned to the dormitory at night, Mu Qiqi hid in the washroom and video-called Xianxia. Knowing that he was in Germany, Mu Qiqi could not help but miss him. Xiao, I can't sleep when I am not in your arms. Lack of love. Xianxia replied casually. Who told you that? Mu Qiqi glared at him. Xianxia chuckled. He put down the document in his hand and said, I will record a lullaby for you later. I will send it to you when I am done with my work. Hurry up. Mu Qiqi waited. After the video call ended, she squatted in the washroom and waited. After a while, Xianxiao's voice came. But Mu Qiqi laughed when she heard it. Because Xianxia was not singing a lullaby. He was singing Two Tigers. Qiqi, stop chatting with your boyfriend. I am going to pee. Mu Qiqi walked out of the washroom with her phone in satisfaction when she heard her roommate's voice. Qiqi, can your boyfriend stand you being so clingy? Another roommate asked her while cutting her nails. He has a bad temper. But he had never lost his temper at her. Let's introduce him next time. Introduce the Crown Prince of Huangyao to you? You will be scared to death. Mu Qiqi shook her head. Let's wait for the next time. Petty. Mu Qiqi did not care. He was petty to Xianxia. Everything that belonged to this man was hers. And it could only be hers. Holding her phone, Mu Qiqi listened to Xianxiao's song Two Tigers. Then she put on her earplugs and went to bed. There were still 5 days left. Why was time passing so slowly? Although it had only been 2 days, Xin Jianchuan already knew everything about Mu Qiqi and the Mu family. He also knew that Rong Junhan had instigated the Xin family not to admit Mu Qiqi's identity. His daughter. Chapter 155. In order to take care of Xin Jianchuan, Rong Junhan moved into the Xin family. Grandpa Xin could not say anything. After all, Rong Junhan was his eldest son's fiancée. She had taken care of his son for so many years. As a father, he should be grateful to her. Moreover, their wedding was coming soon. The Xin family was very happy about it, especially second brother's family. They were very happy when they knew that Rong Junhan was moving into the new house that was prepared for them many years ago. They not only supported her verbally, but also helped Rong Junhan to bring her luggage into the Xin family. I'm old now. I can't care about you young people. But Junhan, I only have one request. Qiqi will always have a room and a seat in this house. Father, Qiqi is Jianchuan's daughter. I will definitely take good care of her. Only the Xin brothers believed in these words. Father, eldest sister has always been fair. Are you afraid that she will bully Qiqi? No one dares to touch Qiqi when I'm alive. But what if I'm dead? Grandpa Xin snorted. I know you don't like Qiqi. You don't have to pretend in front of me. Father, isn't it good for Qiqi to stay in the Xing family now? Second Aunt Huang Yu chimed in. At most, when she comes back from military training, we, as her aunts, can't take care of her? Junhan, since you and Jianchuan have decided to hold the wedding earlier, You must make sure that Qiqi is well taken care of. You can't let my granddaughter suffer. I know, father. Xin Jianchuan needed a long time to recover. It would take at least a year and a half. To fulfill Rong Juanhan's wish, Xin Jianchuan agreed to hold the wedding earlier. But he might have to sit in a wheelchair at that time. This woman had been by his side for so many years. He should give Rong Junhan a title. Because he needed to find out the truth. If Rong Junhan was innocent, he would certainly treat her well. But if Rong Junhan had really done something that would harm others and herself, he certainly could not let her go so easily. Grandpa Xin was good at finding time to go to the hospital to avoid the Xin family and Rong Junhan. After all, Xin Jianchuan did not need anyone to take care of him 24/7. Therefore, this became the only chance for the father and son to have a heart-to-heart talk. There was no doubt that Grandpa Xing liked Mu Qiqi very much, especially when he talked about Mu Qiqi's college entrance examination. She had chosen forensic science with a score of more than 730 points. Grandpa Xing smiled. Whose granddaughter is she? Why, of course it's also your daughter. He has the temper of our Xin family. Xin Jianchuan listened to her and felt shocked. He just did not expect Mu Tongxue to be so bold. Remembering that Mu Qiqi was going to university, he thought for a long time before mouthing to the old man. Dad, I want to give Mu Qiqi a present. What do you want to give her? Buy her a car, and let her drive it to school. It's a token of my sincerity as a father. The old man nodded and patted his son on the shoulder. Okay, I'll take care of it for you. Now, when Xin Jianchuan spoke, he was silent because he could not make a sound. He could only rely on his lips. Although sometimes Grandpa Xin might not understand. With Mu Qiqi around, you won't be lonely for the rest of your life. Xin Jianchuan nodded. His eyes were filled with hope. He was a father now. He wanted to protect his daughter. Especially when he heard that Mu Qiqi had suffered a lot in the Mu family. If Mu Tongxue was really hidden by Rong Junhan and wanted to stir up trouble, he would definitely teach her a lesson. Although he could not move freely, he was still conscious. Moreover, he believed that he could recover 70 to 80% of a normal person after his recovery. While Mu Qiqi was still in school, the Xin family started to prepare for Rong Junhan and Xin Jianchuan's wedding. But when they talked about Mu Qiqi, they had different opinions. This is your and eldest brother's wedding. Is it necessary to introduce Mu Qiqi to everyone? There will be hundreds of people there. What will they think of you and eldest brother? Huang Yu helped Rong Junhan to choose the wedding items outside. In my opinion, she shouldn't come to such an important event. Dad will not agree. What's the use if Dad disagrees? This is your and eldest brother's wedding. You should make your own decisions. Huang Yu sighed. Even if it's for the sake of the Xin family, I can't be too stubborn. Do you really think it's better not to let Mu Qiqi attend the wedding? It's fine if Mu Qiqi is the daughter of that woman. But they are twins. Moreover, they have the same mother but different father. What will people think? Rong Junhan nodded. Of course, she did not want to embarrass herself. I will make the arrangements. I will let her attend the wedding too. But whether she can attend the wedding is none of my business, said Rong Junhan solemnly. Her previous arrangement was clearly for Grandpa Xin's sake. Moreover, she could see that Xin Jianchuan liked his daughter very much. But he could not do anything. He could not say anything. So it was up to her to make the decision. Did she want that woman's child to attend her wedding? Not even thinking about it. Say, Mu Qiqi will be back tomorrow, right? Sister-in-law, are you going to fetch her? Of course, said Rong Junhan. Huang Yu was a woman. Moreover, she was a mother. Rong Junhan had been serving the Xin family for so many years. She did not get married or have a child. How could she not feel sad when she saw that? So, even if Rong Junhan wanted to do something outrageous, Huang Yu felt that it was reasonable. Although she could not hate Mu Qiqi, she was still willing to stand on Rong Junhan's side. But would Mu Qiqi care about Rong Junhan's appearance in school? Mu Qiqi had been missing Xianxia for 7 days. She just wanted to see Xianxia as soon as possible. She did not want to have more contact with Rong Junhan. And when Xianxia came back from abroad, the first thing he did was to go to Xingting University to fetch Mu Qiqi. Mu Qiqi walked out of the school immediately after school. She found Xingxiao's car and got in it quietly. When they passed the familiar junction, Mu Qiqi lay on Xingxiao's body and did not let go. Xiao, I miss you so much. How can I drive if you hug me like this? Xingxiao chuckled. You don't know how I survived the last 5 days with the help of 2 tigers. It was so hard. Mu Qiqi hugged Xingzhao's arm. But she did not hug him so tightly that it would affect his driving. You have tanned. Xingzhao lowered his head and looked at Mu Qiqi. He felt sorry for her. But you are healthier. You should practice more. Otherwise you will beg for mercy in the middle of the night. Why are you talking about this now? Mu Qiqi pouted and asked. Chapter 156. Shouldn't they have gotten married a long time ago? It dragged on for so many years. When Mu Qiqi talked about this matter, her eyes were clearly emotionless. She did not think that this was within her jurisdiction. But I don't want her to marry into the Shen family. Because of me? Mu Qiqi asked in surprise. Not just because of that. There are many things about this woman that are suspicious. So, it might not be a good thing for everyone in the Shen family if she marries into the Shen family. Of course, I don't care about other people's business. But I can't ignore it as long as it's about you, Xingzhao answered. Mu Qiqi nodded. The grievance she felt after being exposed to the sun for 7 days was gone. Xiao, you have done many things for me since the day we met. But I have never done anything for you. You still have many things to do for me. Why do you fight with me? Xingzhao said meaningfully. Did his little one not know that she was going to have children in the future? Rong Junhan's car arrived at the school gate soon after they left. But Rong Junhan did not get her as she wished. Then she called Mu Qiqi. Where are you? I'm at the gate of your school. I'm sorry, Aunt Rong. I'm already home. Mu Qiqi answered directly. I told you before I sent you there that I would come and get you. Rong Junhan sounded like she was blaming her. Because she hated it when people didn't take her words seriously and took them to heart. I didn't agree. Then Mu Qiqi hung up. She dared to go against Rong Junhan. The reason why Rong Junhan was so proactive was not only because she wanted to show Grandpa Shen but also because she had installed a camera in her car. She wanted to record Mu Qiqi's every move so that Mu Tongxue could imitate her. If Mu Qiqi did not interact with her, how could Mu Tongxue imitate her perfectly? After all, Mu Tongxue had too little material in her hands now. Now it seemed that Mu Qiqi was not just difficult to control. Her rebellious nature was very obvious. She was just an 18-year-old girl. Could she do anything? That was right. Xingzhao's little one had been on the national news. Wasn't she going to turn the world upside down? Xingzhao laughed when he saw Mu Qiqi hanging up on Rong Junhan's call. My chair has grown a lot. The Shen family loves her so much. How dare you hang up on her? It's good enough that I hung up on her. I won't pick up her call next time. Mu Qiqi put away her phone and continued to hold Xingzhao's hand. The two of them returned to the small villa together. But what surprised Mu Qiqi was that Su Zipei was still in class and had not returned home. In order to be worthy of Mu Qiqi and Lu Wenhua, Su Zipei had been improving herself every day. Forget it, Xiaoxia. Take a seat. I'm going to take a shower. It's too uncomfortable to wear this camouflage uniform. With that, Mu Qiqi went upstairs. Xingzhao followed behind her. He liked the camouflage uniform she was wearing. Since Su Zipei was not here, he would let him have a good meal first. So when Mu Qiqi opened the door, Xingzhao carried her on his shoulder and put her on the big bed in her room. Mu Qiqi was startled. She quickly resisted. I'm dirty. I've even jogged after school. Next time put on a white coat and show me. Xingzhao did not mind what she said at all. Moreover, there was a faint fragrance on her body. It was the unique smell of a young girl. Xingzhao hugged Mu Qiqi. He missed her more. So Mu Qiqi did not struggle anymore. She said to Xingzhao, let's go to the bathroom. Xingzhao carried her into the bathroom. Then he put her on the washstand. Mu Qiqi was wearing the camouflage uniform. She had the sunshine and beauty of youth. It made people want to get close to her. So I miss you. After saying that, Mu Qiqi started to sing the song Two Tigers. Xingzhao could not hold back anymore. He grabbed her neck, pulled her to him and kissed her. But just as they kissed passionately, Su Zipei returned to the little mansion. She knocked on Mu Qiqi's door. Are you back? Although it was no secret to Su Zipei that they were living together, wouldn't she die of embarrassment if Aunt Zipei saw them being so intimate? Xingzhao seemed to read her mind. He deliberately bit her lips to stop her from making a sound. Mu Qiqi was so anxious that she almost cried out. Su Zipei saw that Mu Qiqi did not respond. Then she saw Xing Zhao's car downstairs. She guessed what was going on in the house. So she tactfully went downstairs. Mu Qiqi quickly pushed Xing Zhao away when she heard the footsteps getting further away. It's too embarrassing if Aunt Zipei finds out. She already knows anyway. Why not continue? With that, Xing Zhao did not wait for Mu Qiqi to resist. He gave her a solid bath. However, he did not use the water in the bathroom. When they went downstairs 2 hours later, Mu Qiqi had already taken a bath. Xing Zhao looked refreshed as if nothing had happened. Dinner is ready. Come and eat. Su Zipei greeted them. Aunt Zipei. Mu Qiqi was a little embarrassed. I will go to Wenhua tonight. You can stay here or go home. It's up to you. Su Zipei deliberately avoided the topic. I have classes tonight. You and Uncle Lu. He is not feeling well these few days. I will take care of him there. Su Zipei explained. Mu Qiqi smiled and nodded. I know. Go ahead. Don't worry about us. I have also made some chicken soup. If you are going to the hospital, please bring it to your father. I am in a hurry. So I have to go now. Mu Qiqi looked at Xing Zhao when she mentioned the hospital. She hung up on Rong Junhan today. She did not know what Rong Junhan was going to say in front of her father. Will father believe what Rong Junhan said? Won't we know when we visit him tonight? Xing Zhao leaned back on the chair and answered. He looked lazy. He seemed very confident. Why don't we make a bet? Moreover, they're getting married soon. Rong Junhan must not want me to attend their wedding, right? I am a stain to her. You won't go if she doesn't want you to go. Xing Zhao lowered his head and looked into Mu Qiqi's eyes. You are not that obedient. But let's see if the wedding can be carried out first. Xing Zhao picked up the bowl and chopsticks. He put Mu Qiqi's favorite dish in her bowl. Hurry up and eat. Let's go to the hospital. Are you going to show yourself? Xing Zhao shook his head. It's not time yet. Chapter 157. Mu Qiqi nodded. She totally understood Xing Zhao's concern. The Xin family was trying to ostracize her now. If they knew that she was with Xing Zhao, they might try to separate them. After all, they were one generation apart. After dinner, Xing Zhao sent Mu Qiqi to the hospital. At that moment, second aunt Huang Yu and Rong Junhan were there. When they saw Mu Qiqi at the door of the ward, their faces darkened. But they did not stop her because it was meaningless to stop her now. It was just that Huang Yu had just told Xin Jianchuan that Mu Qiqi did not know what was good for her. Now she was here in person. She felt a little ashamed of being caught red-handed. Mu Qiqi could feel the atmosphere in the ward. But she kept her composure. She put the chicken soup in front of Xin Jianchuan's bed and sat down in front of him. When Xin Jianchuan saw that his daughter was here, his eyes instantly lit up and he became energetic. Dad. Mu Qiqi felt awkward when she said that. So she said, we've only met a few times. I'm not used to calling you that. Xin Jianchuan wanted to grab Mu Qiqi immediately after he heard that. Mu Qiqi understood. She held Xin Jianchuan's skinny left hand. What do you want to say to me? Qiqi, your Aunt Rong went to pick you up in the afternoon. Why did you leave alone? Do you know that your Aunt Rong waited for you in the school for 3 hours? Second aunt took the opportunity to interrupt the interaction between the father and daughter. Do you not respect your elders at all? Did the Mu family only teach you this? Mu Qiqi wanted to say something when she heard Huang Yu's question. But Xin Jianchuan pinched the back of her hand. It was just a small movement. But Mu Qiqi could feel that Xin Jianchuan supported her. He was on her side. So she turned her head and looked at Huang Yu. Second aunt, are you good at making things difficult for the younger generation? What nonsense are you talking about? Otherwise, why would you stop me from seeing my father again and again? Why would you talk bad about me in front of him? Mu Qiqi asked Huang Yu in a serious tone. Huang Yu shook her head. That's right. That's because your family did not teach you to respect your elders. Respecting the elders doesn't mean following blindly. If the elders told me to kill someone, would I do it? I know you don't like me because I blocked Auntie Rong's way and ruined the relationship between Auntie Rong and Dad. But I'm also a person of flesh and blood. I can't let you hurt me like this again and again. You have a sharp tongue. Second aunt could not win against Mu Qiqi in an argument, so she could only mock and snort coldly. Xin Jianchuan pinched Mu Qiqi's palm again. as if reminding Mu Qiqi not to deliberately pay attention to Huang Yu. She did that, she would not let go. No matter how bad my upbringing is, I won't go overboard and meddle in other people's family affairs. Huang Yu didn't know how to refute, so she stood aside sulkily. Mu Qiqi finally got some peace and quiet. Only then could she talk to Xin Jianchuan properly. You went for military training. You're a little tanned, but you're healthier now. Xin Jianchuan nodded. I brought you some chicken soup. Would you like some? Xin Jianchuan nodded again when he heard that. He could not even eat a single bite of the food that Rong Junhan had prepared just now. It was a slap to his face. Eldest brother, you're too much. Mu Qiqi did not care about them. She scooped up the chicken soup and gave it to Xin Jianchuan. Was that not enough to explain the problem? Xin Jianchuan had been standing by his daughter's side since the beginning. Huang, you don't say anymore. Rong Junhan quietly kept the thermos and held it in her hand. It's rare for your eldest brother to see his daughter. Let them get to know each other better. Are we leaving just like that? Huang Yu was not satisfied. Mu Qiqi only felt relieved when she saw them leaving the ward. She said to Xin Jianchuan, Father, you must get well soon. Otherwise I will continue to be bullied. Mu Qiqi said it in a coquettish manner. After all, when did she suffer any losses? Xin Jianchuan drank the chicken soup and nodded. He would definitely recover as soon as possible. So he did not just ask Grandpa Shen for the treatment in the hospital. He also asked Grandpa Shen to look for a specialist from abroad. It was all so that he could hug his daughter as soon as possible. Mu Qiqi knew that Xin Jianchuan was not a bad person. He would not be like Papa Mu. So she was relieved and decided to open up to her father. Of course, that was excluding the matter of her being with Xiao. I will accompany you today. Xin Jianchuan was already satisfied with that. After a while, Mu Qiqi left the hospital. Xin Jianchuan called the nurse over and mouthed to her that he wanted to see Grandpa Shen. His daughter's position in the Shen family was so bad. As a father, he felt sorry for her. So he had to do something for his daughter. After Mu Qiqi left the hospital, she went back to Xingxiao's car. But when Xingxiao saw Rong Junhan and second aunt leaving, he knew that Chia must be in a difficult situation. Did she teach you a lesson? I don't eat at her house. Why should I endure her lesson? Mu Qiqi answered. I'm just worried that father can't move. So Aunt Rong will take care of him. She is your father's fiancée in name. If you want her not to be his fiancée, you must find her fault. Xingxiao said meaningfully while driving. Do you have any idea? Let's go back and talk. Xingxiao stared at his little one. Didn't I tell you before that the timing of your father's awakening was too coincidental? So I asked Jing Yun to look up your father's information in the hospital. There is nothing suspicious about him waking up. But I found something else. Something else. Mu Qiqi was excited. The two of them sped up and went home. They wanted to figure out what was going on. But they received a call from Grandpa Shen. Qiqi, I am at the villa. Why are you not back from the hospital yet? Mu Qiqi turned around and looked at Xingxiao. It's Grandpa. Xingxiao heard that and turned around immediately. He sent Mu Qiqi to the entrance of the villa. Mu Qiqi entered the villa and saw Grandpa Shen standing in front of a brand new car. He waved at her. Come and have a look. Grandpa, this is a gift from your father. Grandpa Shen passed the car key to Mu Qiqi. You can drive it to school. Wow, Grandpa, this is too ostentatious. And I don't know how to drive. Mu Qiqi did not know whether to laugh or cry. This is your father's gift. You must accept it no matter what. Grandpa Shen was happy because he could still do something for his son. Mu Qiqi took a deep breath and nodded. I can accept it. But the Shen family has something to say. Your father bought it with his money. Who dares to object? Grandpa, I went to the hospital to visit father today. I felt a little uneasy. Second aunt is also Aunt Rong's woman. I am worried that father will not be well taken care of. Chapter 158. Grandpa Mu was a military man. So he liked cars with a lot of space. It was a little exaggerated for a petite Mu Qiqi to drive such a car. But Mu Qiqi was still happy because it was a cool car. Grandpa Mu was satisfied when he saw Mu Qiqi being so happy. Your father asked me to go to the hospital. I'll go now. I'll teach you how to drive sometime. Mu Qiqi smiled. He had the best driver. She didn't need Grandpa Mu to teach her. After Grandpa Mu left, Xianxia entered the small villa. When he saw the car, he crossed his arms and said, "Your grandfather is really generous. It's a pity that I don't know how to drive. I know how to drive a lot of cars, but I don't know which one you want to learn." Mu Qiqi blushed. She knew that he was implying something, but she passed him the car key. "Let's go home first. Tell me what you found. I can't wait." They drove the new car home. Xianxia brought Mu Qiqi into the study. He took out the documents Jing Yun sent. "This is the copy of all the documents after your father was hospitalized. It includes the diagnosis of his injuries." Mu Qiqi quickly opened the documents, but she couldn't understand the professional terms. "Just tell me." Xianxia turned her body and told her face to face. "To put it simply, your father was indeed seriously injured at that time. There were many injuries on his body, but those injuries were not the main cause of your father becoming a vegetable. The main reason why he became a vegetable is because of the impact. He was injured twice. There was a 2-hour gap between the two injuries." "You mean it was not done by the same group of people?" Mu Qiqi understood what Xianxia meant. "If you were the one who hit him, would you hit him 2 hours later?" Mu Qiqi shook her head. "Most importantly, this diagnosis was taken from the discarded documents. In other words, the second collision injury was concealed. If it was done by the group of people who hurt your father, why would they hide it?" Mu Qiqi's expression darkened. "Someone related to my father. They were afraid that he would know. That's why they hid it. But the doctor who gave the diagnosis had left the hospital a long time ago. So I asked Jing Yun to find the person and find out the truth." "You already have a suspect in your heart, right? Why did Rong Junhan stay by your father's side all these years? Was it really because of love? Or was it because he was afraid that the secret would be revealed? No one knows." Xianxia closed the file and answered Mu Qiqi, "All in all, the more I investigate this woman, the more interesting she becomes." "Xiao, you're really amazing." Mu Qiqi put her arms around Xingzhao's neck. "Is this the first day you know how powerful I am?" This man loved to say things with hidden meanings. Moreover, they were all dirty jokes. It was really irresistible. "Want to learn how to drive?" Mu Qiqi nodded at his question. "Are you going to teach him now? But it's already late at night." "I'll teach you now." With that, he carried Mu Qiqi straight to the bedroom, not giving her any chance to react. Mu Qiqi was stunned for a moment. Then she understood. This man was really, she was too naive just now. When Grandpa Shen arrived at the hospital, he met his son. From him, he knew that Huang Yu had made things difficult for Mu Qiqi today. "Father, there are no rules in the house now. From now on, Huang Yu does not need to appear in my ward." Xin Jianchuan spent a lot of effort to tell Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen nodded his head. "Are you taking revenge for your daughter? She's still your granddaughter." Grandpa Shen never asked about the affairs of the Shen family. He never intervened in the fight between second and third daughter-in-law. But this time Huang Yu did something to Xiao Qiqi. He was eldest brother's favorite. How could he allow it? Since Xin Jianchuan had spoken, it would be much easier to settle the matter. "Don't worry. You won't be able to see her tomorrow. Also, when I sent the car to Qiqi just now, she told me that you can't move around freely now. She is worried about your safety. She is worried that you might be controlled by someone." How could the father and son not care about that? "Little girl, you are quite meticulous. It was Jing Yun who taught you." How was it Jing Yun who taught her? It was clearly Xingxiao who taught her step by step. After receiving his son's request, Grandpa Shen returned to the Shen family. While everyone was still awake, he summoned the Shen family to the front hall. "I asked you to come here so late because I have an arrangement. From tomorrow onwards, only Junhan will take care of the 2 daughters-in-law in the hospital. Don't go to eldest brother's ward." "Father, why?" Huang Yu asked quickly. "You made things difficult for his daughter in front of him. Do you think you can do whatever you want just because he can't say a word?" Grandpa Shen said to Huang Yu sternly, "In order to keep eldest brother happy, don't go around in front of him. Save your kindness for the future." Huang Yu looked at Grandpa Shen. Huang Yu was upset. She leaned on her husband's arm unwillingly. But second elder could not do anything about it. "Let's listen to father. I am afraid that father is acting on his own." Unfortunately, Grandpa Shen heard what she said. So he turned around and sneered. "If you don't believe me, you can go to the hospital tomorrow. I don't care if you are kicked out. Huang Yu was unwilling. But she had to give up. Although she was worried about her sister-in-law, she had offended eldest brother. She was stuck in a dilemma. You all know what kind of person eldest brother is. Although his body is broken now, he is still conscious. Some people should not do things that are difficult and unrewarding. Compared to Huang Yu, third aunt was much more low-key after she was humiliated that day. Because she knew that the people around her hated her very much. Now she was very happy to see second elder being humiliated. Huang Yu was jumping up and down. But she was not allowed to enter the ward because of Xin Jianchuan's words. She was really happy. Everyone could see that Xin Jianchuan was taking revenge for Mu Qiqi. Rooting. Rong Junhan. Of course, she did not know that Xing Xiao had asked Jing Yun to investigate her secretly. If they could find the evidence, the marriage would come to an end. She did not expect that Xin Jianchuan could come up with so many ideas even though he could not speak. In order to protect that woman's child, Xin Jianchuan did not care about her for so many years. He was really heartless. It was okay. She did not have the absolute right to speak now. She would wait until she married into the Shen family. Then she would settle the scores with Grandpa Shen and Mu Qiqi. Chapter 159. Although she was not sure, she was sure that the girl who kissed Duan Xiao and in the revolving restaurant that night was very similar to this girl. Especially her side profile. She did not know what Xianxia was thinking after she called her that day. She did not even know when she would get engaged. Mu Qiqi had mixed feelings when she thought about it. What surprised Mu Qiqi even more was that Xianxia was already engaged. She was like a snail hiding in her shell and deceiving herself. She did not listen to anyone's advice. She did not even tell anyone who saw Duan Xiao, Anne's affair. She just got engaged because she did not want to cause any more trouble. Mu Qiqi did not take the initiative to contact Xianxia. It was because she felt that although she did not do anything wrong with Duan Xiao, and it was too much for Xianxia. So it was reasonable that Xianxia did not want to contact her. She thought about the last days in Eton. She and Xianxia were so carefree. Why did they have to bear more and more pain when they were adults and entered university? She was hurt by Mu Tongxue. Then she lost her mother. She had experienced the biggest change in her life. To confirm her guess, Mu Qiqi deliberately paid attention to the girls' department and classroom. She even saw the girls' dormitory. But she saw the girl driving a black car and driving past the school road more than once. After school, Mu Qiqi told Xing Xiao about it. I think Xianxia and I can't go back to the past. Of course. She did not tell you that she is engaged. Xing Xiao told her frankly. She is engaged? Xing Xiao nodded. The aristocratic circle was not small, but it was not big either. Mu Qiqi didn't say anything more, but she looked disappointed. Everyone had their own life, and she didn't have the right to criticize Xianxia's decision. Duan Xiao, Anne's lover, is in Xingting University. She does not want to wake up. It is useless for you to be anxious. Mu Qiqi sighed. That was all she could do. She thought that the relationship between her and Xianxia had come to an end. But she did not expect that Xianxia would contact her 2 days later. Are you free? I want to meet you. Yes. Mu Qiqi quickly replied. So after class, Mu Qiqi texted Xing Xiao and told him that she would go to the cafe and come home later. The engaged Xianxia had indeed matured. But Mu Qiqi did not see a smile on her face anymore. Actually, I know. Mu Qiqi interrupted her. Although I don't know why. I'm pregnant. Qian did not wait for Mu Qiqi to finish her sentence and dropped a bomb on her. Duan Xiao's child. Then, you can just get married. But I found out that he was still in contact with that woman. Qian held the cup, her tears falling. I'm only 18 years old, but I've already given up everything for him. I've done everything I can for him, everything I should have done for him. But in the end I realized that men are really cheap. They like things that they can't get. Do your parents know about this? Yes. Qian nodded. But Qiqi, I really don't know what to do now. Mu Qiqi looked at Qian. She did not know what she had gone through in such a short time. I don't know how to persuade you now. I don't know if this child is important to you or not. Do you want it or not? I just want to say one thing. Duan Xiao, and is definitely not someone you can entrust your life to. After Qian heard that, she seemed to have made up her mind. I want the child. It's a life after all. But you're only 18 years old. I've made up my mind. I'll tell him. Muqiqi did not know what Xianxia was planning. Although her family did not lack money, Xianxia was still so young. Although the child was legitimate, Muqiqi always felt that she was shouldering something that she should not be shouldering at her age. Muqiqi was very touched when she saw Xianxia like this. She fell into Xing Zhao's arms when they got home and did not say a word. Xing Zhao hugged the little one and touched her forehead. Are you sick? Where does it hurt? Muqiqi thumped her chest. She was speechless. My heart aches. Xianxia is pregnant. But that scumbag is still fooling around outside. If your friend doesn't wake up, it's useless no matter what you say or do. Muqiqi knew that too. I just feel sad. Fortunately, you and Duan Xiao and are not the same type of person. You are the person who treats me the best in the world. Xing Xiao looked at Muqiqi and smiled. He did not care about her anymore. No one could say anything about Xianxia because she did not want to admit it. Jing Yun has made some progress in the investigation. Do you want to know? What progress? Muqiqi quickly poked her head out of his arms. Jing Yun found the doctor. He was fired by the hospital director because he did not want to change the conclusion and hide the fact that your father was hit by a car. Who was the person who hit my father? I'm afraid we have to look for the hospital director again. He is the answer to all the questions. Muqiqi lay on Xing Zhao's body. She looked into his deep and dark eyes. Her heart was deeply attracted to them. Xing Zhao saw her sticking out her butt like a kitten. He slapped her little round butt. Are you seducing me? Muqiqi quickly put down her butt. Oh, but I feel that your posture just now made my heart itch. Xing Zhao said and hugged Muqiqi tightly. Little one, don't you know that a man who has sex is the one you should not mess with? But if we do this every night, will I be like Xianxia? When did I not take precautions? Xing Zhao asked her confidently. Not every man likes to abuse a woman's body. At least I can't wait to love your body. Abortion is too harmful to a woman. It will be a shadow for the rest of her life. How did you know? For you, I read the physiological data that only women read. Ungrateful little one. Xing Zhao said disdainfully. I'll take you to take a bath. Muqiqi nodded and wrapped her arms around Xing Zhao's neck in satisfaction, letting him carry her to the bathroom. It was no wonder. Xing Zhao was the one who knew her body the best. He knew better than she did when her period was. It seemed that ever since she had Xiao, she no longer remembered those days. Moreover, Xing Zhao would often ask her to make medicinal cuisine that was beneficial to a girl's body. Because he knew that Muqiqi needed nourishment. She was a little thin and he liked her to be healthy. Xiao, when Special Assistant Jing comes back you must tell me. I want to know the result as soon as possible. Chapter 160. But even so, I still want to live with a clear conscience. Muqiqi smiled at him. You're asking for it. Xing Zhao looked at Muqiqi from above. His handsome face was right in front of her. But it's a coincidence that I'll teach you how to drive someday. You're my woman. How can you not know how to drive? I know, Muqiqi answered softly. If you know, then lie down and take a bath. What about you? Muqiqi asked naively. You take a bath and I'll take a bath with you. The next day Rong Junhan went to the hospital alone. Xin Jianchuan was determined not to let Huang Yu appear in his ward. He wanted to stand up for Muqiqi but Rong Junhan was not happy about it. Jianchuan, I know you want a daughter. But we've been together for so many years. I don't want us to be estranged because of this. Can't you let me handle Muqiqi's matter? Muqiqi is your daughter. Do you think I can bear to mistreat her? Moreover, I can't take care of you every day. If Huang Yu doesn't come to help, should I let Muqiqi do it? Rong Junhan sat beside Xin Jianchuan and fed him breakfast after she reached the ward. But she put the porridge into Xin Jianchuan's mouth. Maybe she was taking revenge on him. But she still put the porridge into his mouth. Xin Jianchuan could not stand it anymore. He spat it out. Rong Junhan pretended that Xin Jianchuan was difficult to serve. She made others think that Xin Jianchuan was deliberately making things difficult for her. Jianchuan, what's wrong? It's hot. Xin Jianchuan said with difficulty. I'm sorry. I was too focused when I talked to you. I felt wronged. So I didn't take care of you. Rong Junhan was good at playing tricks. She would make Xin Jianchuan suffer a little. But she did not do it deliberately. Then she blew on the porridge and put it into Xianxuan's mouth. It was as if she wanted to see Xianxuan relying on her. That would make her feel better. Xianxuan could stand up for Muqiqi. Then she would vent her anger on him. He was just a good-for-nothing now. Huang Yi stood at the door and watched. She did not dare to enter the ward. She was angry when she saw Rong Junhan being troubled by Xianxuan. Her sister-in-law had done so much for the family. Not only was he not grateful, but he was also torturing her like this. As his sister-in-law, she felt very upset. How would she know about Rong Junhan's trick? However, Xianxuan still had a backup plan. He did not expose Rong Junhan now because he owed her a favor. But it did not mean that Xianxuan would accept it blindly. He would tell Grandpa Shen all the details. And when Grandpa Shen heard it, he would certainly be angry. What is she trying to do? Since they want to take care of you, why would they play these little tricks to torture you? It's all because I'm a cripple now, Xianxuan answered. After hearing this, the old man felt a little sad. I'll get a nurse to look after her. I'm sure she won't be able to do anything else. Thanks, Dad. Such a woman has bewitched your sisters-in-law. Grandpa Shen patted his knee and sighed. I'm afraid they can't forgive her for taking care of you for more than 10 years. My sisters-in-law will understand it sooner or later. Understand? Grandpa Shen smiled meaningfully. If Rong Junhan was lying to them, it would not be easy to understand some things. I don't dare to let her into the Shen family when she is like this. It was not only because Rong Junhan was afraid of Muqiqi. It was also because this woman was very cunning. I was blind in the past. If I knew it earlier, I would have agreed with you and Su Ziqing. Things would not have happened today. But Xianxuan could understand Grandpa Shen's bitterness after he woke up from his sleep for so many years. How could he blame Grandpa Shen now? Especially now that he had Muqiqi. It was all the love of a parent. Jing Yun was still investigating Rong Junhan. He wanted to get a result before Rong Junhan and Xianxuan's wedding. But Xing Xiao did not tell Grandpa Shen about Xianxuan being injured twice. Otherwise, if the result of the investigation was different from what he expected, the Shen family would be in a mess. However, as long as there was no conclusion to this matter, Muqiqi would be on tenterhooks. She was afraid that wolves, tigers, and leopards would be by her father's side. There was another thing that worried Muqiqi too. It was Xianxian's health. She was pregnant at the age of 18, but she still insisted on giving birth to the child. How much courage did she need? In between classes, Muqiqi really wanted to call Xianxian to ask about it. But before Xianxian could call, someone she did not expect came looking for her. Are you Lu Xianxian's good friend? On the way out of class, Muqiqi was stopped by someone. It was a girl who was dressed very fashionably. Needless to say, she was Duan Xiao, Anne's new favorite. My name is Bai Xinlan. I have heard a lot about you. I know you have been observing me for a long time. Muqiqi looked at her and asked, what do you want to do? I want to talk about your good friend. Lu Xianxian, are you free? I don't think you should come to me. Muqiqi replied. No matter how good your reason is, no matter how much you love Duan Xiao, and it is not a reason to hurt Xianxian. The girl smiled. I know my family is not as good as Lu Xianxian's. But I have the right to love freely, right? Moreover, they are not married yet. But they are engaged. I want you to persuade your friend. How can she be a mother at the age of 18? Don't think that you can control Duan Xiao, and just because you gave birth to his child. Even if it is not me, Lu Xianxian will not be able to control Duan Xiao. You have said a lot of nonsense. I agree with you. However, I will not make a decision for Xianxian. After saying that, Muqiqi walked past Bai Xinlan and left her far behind. Bai Xinlan took a deep breath and smiled. Why would anyone like a scumbag like Duan Xiao? Don't think that I will give up on Duan Xiao. I don't need Duan Xiao. But I need fame and money. Bai Xinlan wanted Muqiqi to persuade Xianxian to abort the child. She did not want to control Duan Xiao. But how could she say that to Xianxian? But since Bai Xinlan knew about it, it meant that Duan Xiao and already knew about Xianxian's pregnancy. Chapter 161. After class, Muqiqi could not help but call Xianxian. How are you feeling today? Chichi, I don't think I am good at all. Xianxian was sobbing. I went for a checkup today. The doctor said that the baby is not in the right position. I might not be able to keep it. You are still so young. You will have a baby in the future. Muchichi felt sorry for her. But Xiao and will not come back without a baby. After hearing this, Muchichi remembered that Duan Xiao and came to the school to pick up Bai Xinlan. She snorted. Xianxia, can you stop lying to yourself? Chichi, can you stop scolding me and support me? Muchichi took a deep breath and nodded. Which hospital are you in? I will go and see you. I have gone home. We will meet again another day. Muchichi was very angry. But she could not do anything. It was Xianxian's problem. What could she say? After returning to the small mansion, Muchichi stared at the medical book in a daze. Susie Pei saw her and asked, "What's wrong? You look dejected." "And I am just thinking about how terrible it would be for a woman to love the wrong person. Because of Xianxian." Susie Pei could guess it. This child is not bad. Her family background and status are all top-notch. Why does she have to stick to one tree? She's pregnant now. How old is she? Then Muchichi looked at Susie Pei and asked, "You don't seem to worry about me at all." "Why should I worry about you? I believe in young Master Xing. Don't be fooled by the rumors about him. He is more sensitive and meticulous than anyone else. He would never allow what happened to Xianxian to happen to you." Susie Pei snorted. "You don't know how good of a man you have met." "I know. It's good that you know. As for Xianxian, you don't have time to worry about her." Then Susie Pei thought of something important. "Chi-Chi, what is it? Why are you so serious?" "I am going to register my marriage with your Uncle Lu," Susie Pei said embarrassedly. "He proposed to me. That's a good thing. When is the wedding?" "We don't plan to be extravagant. Let's just have a simple family dinner." Susie Pei smiled happily. "It's because of you that I can find new happiness. Chi-Chi, you are my lucky star. Auntie, if it wasn't for you taking care of me, who knows what would have happened to me. I also hope that you are well." After that, they hugged each other tightly. Muchichi was happy that Susie Pei could find her own happiness again. Although she wanted to see her aunt get married, Lu Wenhua was not a luxurious person. So she just let them be. Now she had fulfilled one of her wishes. However, just as they were discussing if they should hold a small ceremony, Xianxian called. "Kid, are you free? Can you accompany me somewhere? I don't know who to look for now." "I'll be right there." Muchichi hung up and called Xing Xiao. But Xing Xiao was in the middle of a business meeting, so he did not pick up the call. Muchichi looked for Xianxian first. He helped her up. "Why do you look so haggard?" "Chichi, I know where they are staying. Come with me." "Are you saying that you are going to look for Duan Xiao and An Bai Xinlan?" Xianxian nodded. "I called Xiao in the afternoon and told him about the baby. But he did not say anything. I guess he is with that woman, so why must you meet him? There are some things that I will only give up after I hear it with my own ears." Xianxian answered Muchichi seriously. "Come with me. Let's go." Muchichi nodded. Because she did not know what else she could do for Xianxian. Although Xianxian was still smiling and talking normally, Muchichi knew that Xianxian did not have anything to support her now. The two of them took the car to the apartment that Xianxian had mentioned. She successfully found the house number that she had inquired about. "Is it here?" Xianxian nodded and rang the doorbell. After a while, Duan Xiaoyin, who was wearing home clothes, opened the door. Bai Xinlan, who was also wearing pajamas, followed behind him. "Why are you here? You didn't tell me about the baby." "Didn't I say that it's up to you?" Duan Xiaoyan's attitude was cold. There was even impatience in his eyes. "You can have the baby if you want. Anyway, both our families can afford it. But let me be frank. I will not help you. Have you no pride? You can still be so calm when you see your fiancé with another woman. I am impressed." Bai Xinlan snorted unhappily. "You are almost like a teenage mutant ninja turtle now. Xiao, you have promised me that you will not contact other women. It's not like you don't know how playful I am. Do you want me to hang on to you when I'm only 18 years old?" Duan Xiaoyan laughed. "You're already an adult. Why are you still so naive?" Xianxian nodded with tears in her eyes. "Go back and take care of yourself. My mother is looking forward to having a grandson." After that, Duan Xiaoyan closed the door. He did not feel sorry or care for Xianxian at all. Muchichi stood behind Xianxian. She almost lost control of her emotions. She was about to hit Xianxia when Xianxia stopped her. Come with me to another place. Xianxia, sure. Xianxia said. Then she pulled Muqiqi and ran to the hospital. When they arrived at the hospital, she quickly told the doctor why she was here. Arrange the surgery as soon as possible. I want to abort the baby. Xianxia, it is late at night. You don't have to torture yourself like this. Is it worth it for that bastard? If you want the surgery, we should arrange the time and do it in the best hospital. You can't risk your health. Muqiqi held Xianxia's shoulder and said. Chichi, I feel terrible. I know you feel terrible. Since you have already met him, you should give Xiao a hard slap. Make him regret it. Muqiqi left the hospital with Xianxia. I will send you home. Xianxia cried in Muqiqi's arms. But she had really given up. Of course, Muqiqi's lower limit was refreshed too. That man really could give Mu Tongxue a run for her money. He was worse than a pig or a dog. Just like how I treated Mu Tongxue. What is there for you to miss about Xiao? But Xiao knows about your relationship with the crown prince. Just because of this, Xiao said that he will deal with it. You just need to take care of yourself. Muqiqi said seriously. Promise me. Don't be silly, okay? Chapter 162. Why did they do this to me? What did I do wrong? Xianxia could not hold it in anymore. She cried in Muqiqi's arms. Why can they be so unscrupulous? Because Xiao knows that you care about them. I don't care. I don't want to care anymore. Xianxia said hysterically. Kiki, you're right. I am the eldest daughter of the Lu family. Why should I bow down to them? Since I have nothing left, what should I be afraid of? Muqiqi had never experienced what Xianxia was going through. Xianxia was her first love and Xianxia doted on her. So she could not understand how much pain Xianxia was going through. However, she knew very well that Xiao was a scumbag from the bottom of his heart. He was a complete piece of trash. Xianxia cried in Muqiqi's arms for a while. But soon she felt that something was wrong. Maybe it was because she was too emotional that the child in her womb had a strong reaction. I think, what's wrong? Muqiqi saw that Xianxia was in pain. She made a prompt decision and sent her to the hospital. Then she went to the emergency department as fast as she could. But the child was not saved. Muqiqi used Xianxia's phone to contact her parents. When they arrived at the hospital, they looked anxious and angry. You're Chichi, right? Thank you for what you did today. Mama Lu was in tears. Auntie Xianxia will get through this. Muqiqi comforted her. We are friends with the Duan family. But I did not expect that they would treat my daughter like this. I will not let it go even if I die. I must make that child of the Duan family pay for what he did. Xianxia is fine. She just needs to be taken care of. You have been with her for a long time. Go back and rest, my good girl. Mama Lu said to Muqiqi gratefully. Muqiqi nodded. Soon she came out of the hospital and found Xingzhao's car in the underground parking lot. But she did not say a word after she got into the car. After a while she sighed. Xiao is not human at all. Xiao, I know everything. The Lu and Duan families might not have peace from now on. Fortunately, Lu Qianqian's family is richer than the Duan family. So, as long as the Lu parents come forward, Lu Qianqian would not be at a disadvantage. It's reasonable for the Lu family to suppress the Duan family in business. Is the Lu family stronger? Xingzhao nodded as he drove. That's really lucky. I really want to see the Duan family go bankrupt. It was the first time he heard such a curse from Muqiqi's mouth, and he found it quite refreshing. Are you that angry? You didn't see how that shameless couple looked when they were together. Muqiqi was really angry. However, the scariest thing was that Qianqian's pregnancy and miscarriage were soon known by the people in the circle, and it was widely spread. The circle of nobles was only so small. Any jokes or scandals in the circle would, of course, be spread as gossip by the noblewomen. Of course, the Xin family had also heard about it. And the scariest thing they heard was that Muqiqi and Lu Qianqian were good friends. Since Lu Qianqian had done such a thing to ruin the reputation of the family, Muqiqi as her friend was certainly not a good person. When second aunt heard the rumor, she went home and complained to Grandpa Shen. Father, what kind of friends does your precious granddaughter have? She got pregnant at the age of 18, and now she has a miscarriage. Everyone is talking bad about the Xian family. Grandpa Xian stopped Huang Yu after listening to her complaints. I'm going to visit a comrade who's in a critical condition. You and Junhan should take care of the house. Don't cause any trouble. Just listen to the rumors. Father, I've never been so embarrassed outside. There's a first time for everything. Grandpa Xian packed his luggage and planned to leave for 2 days. He wanted to see his comrade for the last time before he left. Because he was in a hurry, he did not have time to discuss it with the Xian family or Mu Qiqi. He only called Mu Qiqi before he boarded the plane. Huang Yu saw Grandpa Xian leaving, but there was no news about Mu Qiqi. She immediately looked for Rong Junhan. Eldest sister-in-law, have you heard about the rumors outside? Did father scold you again? Don't you know who father dotes on the most now? Do you want to be scolded by yourself? Rong Junhan sneered. Eldest sister-in-law, you don't know how embarrassed I was in front of those rich ladies. They even asked me if Mu Qiqi was the eldest daughter of the Xian family. How could I answer them? Big brother's matter is already embarrassing enough. Everyone is laughing at Mu Qiqi's family background. If she doesn't behave properly, will the Xian family be criticized by others wherever they go? It was obvious that Huang Yu was really angry. After all, anyone would get angry when they were embarrassed. Rong Junhan glanced at Grandpa Xian's study. Suddenly, she remembered that Grandpa Xian had left the house. Father will definitely protect Mu Qiqi if he's here. Let's take this opportunity to teach Mu Qiqi a lesson. After all, she is a Xian. She must follow the rules of the Xian family. As her stepmother, of course, I have the responsibility to educate her. Eldest sister-in-law, you should have done this earlier. Because it was not just about the Xian family. It was also about the image of the Xian family. So Huang Yu hoped that Rong Junhan could teach Mu Qiqi a lesson. With that idea in mind, Rong Junhan called Mu Qiqi. Come to Xian Mansion after class tomorrow. Mu Qiqi felt strange when she received the call. Of course, she knew that Grandpa Xian had left Jianchuan. So she guessed that Rong Junhan must be up to no good when she called her. I'm sorry, Aunt Rong. I don't have the time. Mu Qiqi rejected. I can't invite you, can I? Is it so difficult for you to come to our house for a meal? Mu Qiqi looked at Xianxia, who was beside her. Xianxia said to her in a low voice, why not? Mu Qiqi thought that he was right. Grandpa was not here and the Xian family was not a dangerous place. Although she could not get along with Rong Junhan, there were still other people in the Xian family. So Mu Qiqi changed her words. I will be there on time tomorrow night. It's good that you dare to come. Huang Yu finally calmed down after knowing the result. She would definitely cause trouble for Mu Qiqi tomorrow. What about Mu Qiqi? She looked at Xianxia. I don't even know why Rong Junhan came to me. You asked me to come. Grandpa is not here. Am I not able to fight against them? Chapter 163. You said it. Don't go back on your word. Xianxia pinched Mu Qiqi's nose and deliberately stifled her. Of course I said it. But you should know why they are looking for you. You know, the news of your deskmate's miscarriage has been spread everywhere. The Xian family probably feels embarrassed. Xianxia leaned against the balcony of his house and said to Mu Qiqi, they are asking you to go back just to teach you a lesson and not to get too close to Lu Qianxian. The news of Qianxian's miscarriage has been spread? Mu Qiqi quickly got up and looked at Xianxia. The circle is only so big. It's easy to know about this kind of thing. Mu Qiqi did not think about anything. She took out her phone and called Qianxian. Then Qianxian answered. Her voice was a little weak. Qiqi. Qianxian, are you okay? I'm fine. I can get out of bed and walk now. Lu Qianxian answered Mu Qiqi. But if you are asking me about my pregnancy before marriage and being laughed at by everyone, I can tell you that I am very sad. Qianxian. It's that bitch who spread the news. Lu Qianxian said to Mu Qiqi coldly. There was even a hint of sadness in her voice. Now those rich ladies are laughing at me behind my back. I'm pregnant before marriage, shameless and a broken shoe. Qianxian. Don't worry. I won't let her get what she wants. Since the child is gone, this is the choice that God made for me. Lu Qianxian sounded like she was about to cry. I have thought about it very clearly last night. I love someone so much and think that I am not a hindrance to others. But in fact I have hurt my parents. I have made them worry. I have made them unable to lift their heads in front of others. I am unfilial. From now on I will not be so stupid. After listening to Xianxian's words, Mu Qiqi was finally relieved. Xianxian, I have also experienced a lot of changes. I know how it feels. So let's do our best. From today onwards, those who bullied and mocked us will not dare to look us in the eye. Xianxian's words made Mu Qiqi feel better. I will do it. I believe you. Mu Qiqi nodded. I'm going to rest first. We'll talk later. After the call, Mu Qiqi felt relieved. She had the courage to go to the Shin family tomorrow. Rong Junhan, second aunt. What was there to be afraid of? Does it matter whether they admit it or not? Xiao, you must come and save me tomorrow. If they bully me, I'll definitely fight back. I'm afraid that I'll be at a disadvantage if there's more of them. After Xiao heard that, he put Mu Qiqi on his shoulder and walked into the bedroom. In this world, I'm the only one who can bully you. After saying that, he gave Mu Qiqi's round but a heavy slap. Xianxian hung up the phone so quickly because the Duan family had brought Duan Shao and to the hospital to visit Lu Qianxian. Duan Shao and was reluctant, but he had to obey his parents. You still have the cheek to come here? Mama Lu almost went up to them, but Papa Lu stopped her. Don't be rash. Madam, I'm really sorry about what happened to Xianxian. So I've asked Shao and to come and apologize to Xianxian. The Duan family knew that they were in the wrong, so they wanted to appease Mama Lu. But at that moment, Lu Qianxian, who was lying on the bed, suddenly said, "Cancel the marriage." Everyone looked at Lu Qianxian, including Duan Shao, because this woman had always been following him. No matter how hard he tried to drive her away, she never changed. But now she said that she wanted to cancel the marriage? Could it be that she was trying to buy time? No need. I'll marry you if you get what you want. But I don't want to marry you anymore. Lu Qianxian shouted. Her voice was trembling. You should marry Bai Xinlan. Are you serious? Don't regret it. The Duan family should regret it. All these years, my mother has taken care of the Duan family because I like you. But from now on there will be nothing. Lu Qianxian pretended to be tough because she could not stand it anymore. Her mother had cried beside her bed the whole night. Qianxian, don't be angry. And said those words out of anger. I promise you. Auntie, you don't have to promise me. Yesterday I was pregnant with your Duan family's child and went to look for him, but he lived with another woman. Do you really think I'm a slut? Lu Qianxian stubbornly held back her tears and said to Mother Duan. Shao, and is what Qianxian said true? Yes. Before Duan Shao and could finish his words, Mama Duan slapped him. Bastard. Qianxian is such a good girl. She has liked you for so many years. How can you let her down like this? I am only 18 years old. I will be tied to her forever. If it were you, would you be willing? You don't have to be. From now on we are only enemies. We have nothing else to do with each other. Lu Qianxian said through gritted teeth. That's great. I can continue to live my life happily. Get lost. Lu Qianxian picked up the bowl of medicine on the bedside table and threw it at Duan Shao. Duan Shao, and when we are no longer related, I will not indulge that mistress anymore. You have to believe that with the Lu family's ability, I can make her suffer. Don't you dare. Of course I dare. In order not to aggravate the conflict between the two, Mama Duan dragged Duan Shao and out of the ward. At this time Lu Qianxian was trembling. She was extremely emotional. Qianxian, don't be angry. Listen to me. Don't be angry. Dad, Mom, from now on you can do whatever you want to the Duan family. You don't have to consider my feelings. Lu Qianxian grabbed her mother's shoulder and said, I want those who bullied me to pay the price. Qianxian, it's good that you understand. Papa Lu was relieved. Don't worry. That scumbag bullied my daughter. I will make the Duan family disappear from Jianchuan. Lu Qianxian nodded. She would not stay idle. Since that bitch Bai dared to steal her man, she would wait and see. This scene happened in the ward. When Mu Qiqi found out about it, she felt extremely happy. In the middle of the night, the two of them were still talking on the phone. They seemed to be chatting happily. Qianxian, you should slap that scumbag's face like this. Hit the left side and hit the right side. Chapter 164. What you said is very reasonable. Let's use the spirit of dealing with scumbags and sluts. We will defeat all those who look down on us. Xianxia, who was lying beside Muqiqi, was woken up by her bold words. He sat up drowsily and held her in his arms. He stroked her messy hair. Don't be so long-winded. Go to sleep. Muqiqi was afraid that she would agitate Xianxia, so she covered her phone. After a while they hung up. Muqiqi raised her head and looked at Xianxia carefully. Xianxia's hair and singlet were messy in his sleep. But it added a touch of sexiness to him. Muqiqi stretched out her finger to touch his lips. But Xianxia grabbed her hand. Are you going to sleep? Or do you want to do something else? Muqiqi was so scared that she quickly closed her eyes. This man loved to tease her so much. The next day Muqiqi went to school as usual. But she also saw Bai Xinlan in school. Now that Xianxia said that she wanted to cancel the engagement with the scumbag, they should be even more reckless. Sure enough, during lunch Muqiqi saw Duan Shao, and at the basketball court of Xingting University. Bai Xinlan was standing beside him, wiping his sweat and handing him water. Xianxia had sacrificed so many years of her youth for a man who played with her feelings. Muqiqi felt disgusted just thinking about it. Everyone said that every girl should meet a few scumbags. Because that was the only way to grow and mature. But in this world there were also men who did not play with their feelings. They respected women and valued their feelings. So Muqiqi felt that this saying was not entirely true. Muqiqi felt uncomfortable when she thought about Xianxia lying in the hospital while the scumbag and the slut were flirting with each other. But she knew that Xianxia would not let her wait for too long. Bai Xinlan saw Muqiqi passing by the basketball court when she was talking to Duan Shao. So she immediately put down her towel and chased after her. Muqiqi, did you see that? Even rich ladies like you will lose to us commoners one day. Of course, rich ladies like us will lose to commoners like you. After all, it is the most basic thing. We want our reputation but you don't. Muqiqi said without turning her head. Am I more shameless than that woman who got pregnant before marriage? Bai Xinlan chased after her and blocked her way. You knew that she was engaged and pregnant, yet you still interfered. Don't you think you're already the most shameless person in the world? Muqiqi asked with a smile. You don't have to show off in front of me just because you have the upper hand. Listen, my time is different from yours. You spend your time seducing men and posing on the bed every day. That's your life. But we still need to play the piano, attend parties, go shopping and buy diamonds. Can Duan Shaoan give you those? Bai Xinlan could not refute Muqiqi at all. Isn't she still going to lose to men even though she's rich? Bai Xinlan, listen carefully. I'm giving you a piece of advice. Since you managed to get into Xingting University, it means that you are not bad. You should know the relationship between the Duan family and the Lu family. The Duan family has been relying on the Lu family for so many years. Do you think that without the Lu family, Duan Shao, and is still the young master? After saying that, Muqiqi pushed Bai Xinlan away and walked past her. Bai Xinlan was so angry that her chest hurt. She seemed to have no choice but to shout at Muqiqi. You are not easy to deal with either, are you? Even the crown prince fell in love with you. But do you think that you can marry into the Xing family? I'm not sure if I can marry into the Xing family. But I am sure that I can make you disappear from Jianchuan. Do you want to try? Of course, Bai Xinlan did not dare to do that. She dared to attack Xianxian because Duan Shao and was a fool. But who dared to provoke Xianxia? He's like a devil. He was moody. Who dared to provoke him? Just you wait. Very soon the crown prince will dump you. Muqiqi did not even turn her head. She was amused. There was a reason why a scumbag and a bitch were attracted to each other. After all, birds of a feather flock together. Did Bai Xinlan think that she could provoke Muqiqi? He was completely wrong. Muqiqi did not even mention this couple in front of Xianxian. Who is she? Bai Xinlan could only go back to Duan Shao. That Muqiqi is also a bitch. Don't provoke her. Duan Shao and warned her sternly. Otherwise no one can save you. Of course Bai Xinlan knew how scary Xianxia was. But she was not willing to give up. She was waiting for the day when Xianxia dumped Muqiqi. She would laugh to her heart's content. But she might not be able to wait for that day. She would only wait for Xianxian's revenge. Xianxian thought about it for the whole night and the whole morning. Although her body was fine now, the wound in her heart was still there. So, Xianxian called Muqiqi in the afternoon and told her that she was going to Xingting University. Are you feeling better now? It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Let me vent my anger first. Then I will feel better. She is in class 4 of the finance faculty. After getting the information from Muqiqi, Lu Qianxian went to Xingting University with 4 bodyguards. She waited at the entrance of Bai Xinlan's classroom. When Bai Xinlan finished her class, Lu Qianxian went up to her and shouted, "Bai Xinlan." Bai Xinlan turned around. Before she could see who it was, Lu Qianxian gave her a slap. Everyone present was dumbfounded. Because they were at the entrance of the classroom, there were many people who saw the scene. But Lu Qianxian was not afraid. She pointed at Bai Xinlan and said, "Don't steal someone else's fiancé next time. I will give Duan Shao into you." Bai Xinlan did not expect that Lu Qianxian would come to the university and in front of so many people. Let your classmates take a good look at him. Remember, if they are in the same faculty as you, they must take good care of their boyfriend. Otherwise, one day he will become your boyfriend. After saying that, Lu Qianxian put on her sunglasses and raised her chin. Then she left Xingting University with her bodyguards. At this moment, how could Bai Xinlan feel? Shame and anger were not enough to describe her expression. "I heard that her handsome boyfriend is engaged. But you don't believe me. His wife has come to the university. Amazing. A bitch who steals someone else's boyfriend will die a horrible death. That is the young lady of the Lu family. She deserves to offend a rich man." Bai Xinlan could not bear the humiliation. She quickly left the classroom. She did not expect that Lu Qianxian would be serious. She thought that Duan Shao and was a pushover because he did not say anything to Lu Qianxian. She did not expect that a vengeful woman could be so scary. Chapter 165. Qianxian had taken the first step. Now it was her turn to take the first step. Although they were facing different situations, there was no difference between the scumbags. They were all trash. Muqiqi was looking forward to what would happen when she returned to the Shen family tonight. Soon, Muqiqi finished her last class and left the school. When they got out of the school, she found Xing Zhao's car and got on it excitedly. Then she told Xing Xiao about Qianxian's visit to the school. This is how Qianxian used to be. She did not ruin herself for a scumbag. Grandpa is at the Xing family. Huh. Muqiqi did not understand what Xing Xiao meant. Your grandpa is having tea at the Xing family. He went back to Jianchuan early in the morning. But he did not rush home after he knew that Rong Junhan asked you to go to the Shen family. Xing Xiao explained. This is going to be a good show. Are you suspecting that my grandpa purposely found an excuse to visit his sick patient? But he was actually testing Rong Junhan to see if she would cause trouble for me? It's true that he visited his sick patient. It's also true that he is testing her. Xing Xiao smiled. It's going to be fun. Then I am looking forward to it. Muqiqi hugged Xing Xiao's arm and kissed him on the cheek. Let's go for dinner first. I will have the strength to argue with those people later. Xing Xiao lowered his head and kissed her head. Then they went back to the small mansion and had a good dinner. Before they left, Su Zipei reminded Muqiqi. But don't go too far. Don't be too ugly. Aunt Rong Junhan is hiding Mu Tongxue. Who asked you to be so polite to her? Aren't there other people in the Shen family? Muqiqi was amused by Su Zipei's words. Don't worry. I know what to do. Then Muqiqi got into Xing Zhao's car. But she noticed that there was one more person in the car. Xing Xiao had moved from the front seat to the back seat. Let Jingyun drive. We don't want to be photographed. You will be photographed even if you sit in the back seat. Just tell me if you are worried. Xing Xiao glanced at her and closed his eyes. Stop nagging. Muqiqi did not expose him anymore. After all, Xing Xiao had many such excuses in the past. But it was all because he was worried about her. For example, when the sports car entered the garage. He was still impressed. After you go in, be careful. If you're bullied, call me immediately. I know. Muqiqi nodded. With such a heartwarming lover, what was there for her to be afraid of? Soon the car arrived at the Shen family's compound. Muqiqi got off the car at the iron gate and asked Jingyun to accompany Xing Xiao. Still, when Muqiqi got out of the car, Jingyun turned to Xing Xiao and said, Young master, the matter has been investigated. Perhaps Muqiqi did not notice that Jingyun's return meant that the investigation of Shen Jianchuan's second injury was almost completed. She was not in the mood to ask about it. But Xianxia simply sat up and looked at Jing Yun. What's your conclusion? The old headmaster is already dead, so I thought that the clue was cut off. However, the old headmaster's daughter-in-law was also involved in the matter. According to her, she saw a woman looking for the old headmaster, but her surname wasn't Rong. Names can be made up. We'll talk about it later tonight. Xianxia knew that this matter would not go smoothly. After all, it had been a long time. Rong Junhan had plenty of time to think about it. Even if there were loopholes in the case, she should have fixed most of them after all these years. But as long as it was done by someone, there would be evidence. So he would continue to investigate. When Mu Qiqi entered the Xin family, the Xins seemed to have been waiting for her for a long time. They were all sitting on the sofa. Third uncle and third aunt were sitting on the left, and second uncle and aunt were sitting on the right. Rong Junhan was sitting on the main seat. Was it a joint hearing? Only youngest aunt was not here. Have you eaten? Rong Junhan asked Mu Qiqi calmly when she saw her entering the living room. Yes, I have. We did not eat because we were waiting for you. Rong Junhan suppressed her anger and said to her. This house is full of elders waiting for you. Shouldn't you apologize when you come in? Apologize? Mu Qiqi was stunned. She pretended to be innocent. First of all, Aunt Rong, you called me to come home for dinner. But you did not tell me the time. Moreover, I still have homework and experiments to do. It's just that I came late. You are an elder. Do you have to make things difficult for me? Don't tell me that everyone is starving just to teach me a lesson. Mu Qiqi. Rong Junhan was furious. We don't care how you behave in the Mu family. We don't care if you have no manners or rules. But now you are in the Xin family. You must abide by the rules in the Xin family. You made everyone embarrassed when you appeared. Your elders are gossiping about you. Don't you need to be taught a lesson? How did I let you be gossiped about? Mu Qiqi could not help but ask. You still have the cheek to ask. Rong Junhan slammed the glass table in front of her. You are so close to the Lu family's daughter who got pregnant out of wedlock. People are saying that you are not clean. They are engaged. Mu Qiqi said. What do you mean by not clean? This matter has humiliated the Xin family. And you are still so arrogant. You don't respect your elders at all. You are so stubborn. Then Rong Junhan pointed at Mu Qiqi and shouted. Kneel down. Grandpa is not here and you are acting like the head of the family. Mu Qiqi sneered. Why? Eldest sister and eldest brother's wedding is going to be held soon. Are you still not happy? Huang Yu was sitting at the side. She rolled her eyes and asked Mu Qiqi. They are not married yet. Isn't it too early to talk about being the head of the family? Mu Qiqi was not the same as before. She used to watch gangster movies to learn how to use a tone to fight back. Now she could handle such a situation. Because Xianxia had given her enough confidence. Rong Junhan was prepared when she saw Mu Qiqi was not obedient. She gestured to the two men she invited to the front. They wanted to force Mu Qiqi to kneel down. But Mu Qiqi noticed them. She turned around and pointed at the two men. We are talking about human rights now. If you dare to do anything, I will definitely sue you in court. Don't listen to her nonsense. She's just a child. The two men did not listen to Mu Qiqi. They stretched out their hands and held her down. But Mu Qiqi did not kneel down. Qiqi, I'm doing this for your own good. After all, the Xin family is not a place where you can mess around. It's not easy for the elders to handle things. So I don't care if you're willing to accept it or not. You'll have to be punished. Rong Junhan said to Mu Qiqi in a righteous manner. You make it sound nice. But you are just venting your anger. What era are we in now? There is punishment. Mu Qiqi sneered. Grandpa should be at the door now. Chapter 166. What are you waiting for? Ask her to kneel down. The two men held Mu Qiqi and wanted to force her to kneel down. But Grandpa Shen, who was standing at the door, could not stand it anymore. He walked out. Stop. Everyone was stunned when they heard Grandpa Shen's voice. They took a deep breath and stood up from the sofa. Grandpa Shen walked out from behind the screen and looked at everyone in the living room. Then he walked to Rong Junhan. Before she could say anything, Grandpa Shen slapped her. Who do you think you are? How dare you show off in front of us? Father. Second brother and Huang Yu were shocked. That's eldest sister-in-law, The Shin family is indebted to her. She's your benefactor. But what benefactor to me? Take care of my eldest son for me? He is her fiancé. Did Grandpa Shin force her? Even if she is our benefactor, Jianchuan should be the one to return the favor. How can she behave like this in front of us? Is she married into our family? Second elder and Huang Yu were speechless. After I die, will the Shin family change their surname to Rong? Father, calm down. Eldest sister asked Mu Qiqi to come here just to tell her the rules of the Shin family. Third aunt added fuel to the fire. But she just said a few words and she already asked her to kneel down. I don't understand it. But I don't dare to say anything. Grandpa Shin was so dignified that no one dared to say anything. Especially Rong Junhan, who was slapped. She stood at the side and her lips were trembling. She was angry and scared at the same time. When I arrived at Jianchuan this morning, I heard that you were in a hurry to find Mu Qiqi. You just wanted to bully her when I was not around. So I purposely went to the Xing family for morning tea. I wanted to see if you, as the elders of the Shin family, have any sense of shame in your heart. I've been listening at the door for a long time. 5 adults and 2 thugs bullying an 18-year-old girl. Good job. Grandpa Shin was so angry that he laughed. Is this the good son I taught? I can't believe it. Father, you can't say it like that. It's a fact that Mu Qiqi and Lu Qianxian are too close to each other. It's a disgrace to the Shin family. Who do you think you are? How dare you talk back to me? Because of Huang Yu's words, Grandpa Xing's anger exploded even more. Your father is a murderer. Why aren't you a murderer? You haven't learned anything, but you've learned to be strict with others and lenient to yourself? When you entered the Shin family and caused a rumor, did I ever find trouble with you? Huang Yu was stunned by the old master's words and didn't dare to speak anymore. Tears welled up in her eyes and she almost cried. Don't pretend to be innocent in front of me. If you want to bully Qiqi, wait until I can't move my old bones anymore. Then you can try to ride on my head. Mu Tongxue was really despicable in the past. But she was right about one thing. You worship Rong Junhan like a god. But to me she's an outsider. I'm warning you, second brother and second daughter-in-law. If you still can't tell right from wrong and try to sow discord in the family, get out of here. I don't want ungrateful people. As for third brother and you, third daughter-in-law, behave yourself. If you want to get involved in this kind of thing again, get out of here. Grandpa Shin was serious. He was furious. So the 2 Shin brothers knelt down immediately. Huang Yi did not move. Third daughter-in-law was shocked too. She knelt down immediately. This is my territory. Can't I control my people? Father, I've been in the Shin family for so many years. How much have I done for the Shin family? Rong Junhan was heartbroken. You did it for the Shin family? Your brother caused trouble in the past and got one of his legs broken. He was locked up in the detention center. Who helped him get out? The Rong family almost went bankrupt 3 times. Who helped you get through that? Who was the one who got the land to build your dance school? Do you dare to say that you didn't get anything from the Shin family? Rong Junhan was stunned. How would Grandpa Shin know about this? It was second elder Shin who had helped him with all these things. Is there anything that I don't know about in this family? I was wondering why second brother and second sister had helped eldest brother to repay eldest brother's kindness for taking care of him all these years. Third daughter-in-law sneered. Shut up all of you. I've already said the ugly words. When Mu Qiqi comes to the Shin family in the future, you must be polite. If you bully her again, you don't need to call me your father anymore. Just call Rong Junhan your sister-in-law. His words were harsh enough, and Grandpa Xing did not want to see his children's faces at all. He waved at Qiqi. Xiaoqi, come with Grandpa. After Mu Qiqi got rid of the 2 men, she walked to Grandpa Shin and held him. Grandpa, come with me to the study. I'm sick of looking at these people. Grandpa Shin brought Mu Qiqi away. It was a warning to the Shin family. Especially third daughter-in-law. She said to Huang Yu and Rong Junhan after Grandpa Shin left. We wanted to capture eldest brother's daughter and humiliate her when father was not around. But we didn't expect that father played us. He made you fall into his trap. We didn't come for nothing. Otherwise we would have missed a good show. Then third brother and third daughter-in-law went back to their room. Only Huang Yu helped Rong Junhan up. Eldest sister, don't be sad. Don't take father's words to heart. I'm fine. But you, father, said something so cruel. You must forgive him. Otherwise I will be a sinner. Rong Junhan was referring to Grandpa Shen, saying that Huang Yu's father was a murderer. Huang Yu shook her head. Although she was shocked at that moment, she still reflected on herself after that. It seemed that it was too much to ask of Muqiqi. It's fine. Let Muqiqi go for now. There will be more chances in the future. She won't be so lucky next time. I don't believe that Grandpa Shen can protect her at any time. After entering the study, Grandpa Shen sat on the chair alone. He was sulking. Muqiqi walked to Grandpa Shen and said helplessly, I wouldn't have come if I knew that you would be so angry. Grandpa, I know that you are drinking tea at Xing Mansion. Of course I know that you know. Xiao told you, said Grandpa Shen. The old man replied, silly girl, you knew that you would be wronged if I tested them, yet you still dared to come here alone. If I didn't come, I wouldn't be able to vent my anger. How uncomfortable would it be? Muqiqi smiled. Moreover, I'm fine. You heard it just now. I didn't let them take advantage of me. Chapter 167. Then why are you so protective of me? Speaking of this, Grandpa Shen looked at Muqiqi and thought of Shen Jianchuan. I believe in you because you have been through so many hardships, but you still insist on being yourself. This state of mind is commendable. You and eldest brother are both my good children. In the future you should come to the Shen family. This is also your home. With Grandpa Shen around, they will not dare to do anything to you. Muqiqi nodded and held Grandpa Shen's hand. Don't be angry. How can you protect me if you hurt your health? And Grandpa, you and Dad should be careful. I know what you are worried about. Little girl, you are thinking too much. Grandpa Shen smiled happily. He felt that it was worth it to be angry just now. It was because Muqiqi knew that Shen Jianchuan had been hurt twice. And the person who bumped into her father might be Rong Junhan. Grandpa Shen made Rong Junhan suffer in the Shen family today. Maybe she was going to do the same thing again for some reason. Muqiqi did not dare to take the risk. You are tired. You should rest now. I will leave after you rest. Forget it. You should go back. Jing Yun is still waiting for you outside. Speaking of which, this Xiao is really a good friend. Old Master Shen patted Muqiqi's hand and said, I'm still healthy now. Don't be afraid. Muqiqi and Grandpa Shen looked at each other and nodded. All right. I will go home now. Grandpa Shen blinked. He was no longer as fierce as he was just now. He had become a kind old man again. Other than her aunt, this was the second family member who could treat her sincerely. Muqiqi only hoped that Grandpa Shen could live a long life. After that, Muqiqi left the Shen family. Maybe it was because of Grandpa Shen's scolding. So, the Shens did not deliberately make things difficult for her anymore. Although they still looked at her with disgust. Muqiqi left the Shen family's courtyard and got into the car parked outside. But Jing Yun was no longer there. Xiao had taken his place. I could feel the intensity in the hall even when I was outside. Grandpa came back just in time. I'm not hurt, Muqiqi replied. Of course. He arrived not long after you went in. The old fox was watching the show at the door. So there's nothing for me to do. Xiao patted Muqiqi's head. I'll feel more secure with more people protecting you. Xiao. But in terms of words, I might suffer a little. How about it? Do you regret that I let you return to the Shen family? Muqiqi quickly shook her head. You don't know how grateful I am. In the past I had a father and a grandfather, but I felt like I had nothing. Now that I've regained what I lost, and it's with sincerity, I suddenly feel that I'm the happiest person in the world, especially, I have you. Seeing the passion in her eyes, Xiao pinched her chin and smiled. Little one, your mouth is getting sweeter. I'm just worried about the safety of Dad and Grandpa. Your grandfather is a veteran. What can escape his eyes? Xiao snorted. Then he started the car and drove Muqiqi home. On the way back, Xiao thought of Jing Yun's investigation. Jing Yun found out about the old dean. But it's a pity that he has passed away. And his daughter is involved in it. But she told Jing Yun that the woman who bumped into your father is called Tong Shui. Not Rong Junhan. I suspect that it's a fake name. But we need evidence. Let's see if Rong Junhan has used the name Tong Shui for anything else. Muqiqi looked at Xiao. She felt that this man was really meticulous. He could even be a policeman. Xiao, thank you so much, Special Assistant. Why? Are you worried? Yes, I'm worried. Who asked him to be your special assistant? Xianxia glanced at her and snorted. Then he stopped talking. But when should we tell Grandpa about this? If this is really Rong Juanhan's doing, then we can't imagine how deep this woman's bottom line is. She might do anything. I will ask Jing Yun to find all the evidence before the wedding. Mu Qiqi trusted Xianxia. So she trusted Jing Yun too. But that night, Rong Junhan was furious after she was slapped by Grandpa Shen. She used to have a good relationship with the Shen family. But because of Mu Qiqi's appearance, everything changed. Then she thought of Mu Tongxue. So she went to the dance school to look for her. Mu Tongxue was hidden by Rong Junhan. She was asked to imitate Mu Qiqi. And she must look exactly like Mu Qiqi. And recently Rong Junhan even brought her to get a mole for a tattoo. Actually, Mu Tongxue did not want herself to be like Mu Qiqi. She was not Mu Qiqi's shadow. But she had to obey Rong Junhan for her own survival. Otherwise, there would be no place for her in this big world. They probably thought that the tattoo on Mu Qiqi's ear was done randomly. But they did not know that it was Xing Zhao's name. When you are ready, I will bring you to Xin Jianchuan. He is the first obstacle you have to pass. Xin Jianchuan had just woken up. Moreover, he had been sleeping for so many years. His brain should not be working so well. It should not be difficult to fool him. But in fact, she did not know how smart Xin Jianchuan was. The next day, Mu Qiqi called Xianxian early in the morning. Because Xianxian was worried about the result of her going to the Shen family. She did not want Mu Qiqi to be bullied. But after listening to Mu Qiqi's exciting part, she felt very happy. That Rong guy is really arrogant. But then again, Qiqi, I have nothing to say about Grandpa Shen's treatment of you. It can be said that he has made up for the lack of familial love that you have lacked in the past 10 years. How are you now? You have vented your anger yesterday. What's next? I have taught the scumbag a lesson. Now it's the scumbag's turn, said Lu Qianxian. No, it should be the whole Duan family. Think about it. Duan Xiao and I have been together for so many years. How can his parents not know about it? But they have never disciplined Duan Xiao. Don't they have any responsibility? They only know how to ask my parents for help every day. They use Duan Xiao and as a bargaining chip. Now that bargaining chip is worthless to me. Let's see if the Duan family will panic or not. No matter what happened in the past, it will be the result now. The Duan family will definitely come and beg you, said Mu Qiqi. Wasn't that what a rich family was like? It was always about benefits. Chapter 168. Mu Qiqi was right. The Duan family was shocked when they found out about Lu Qianxian's attitude. Qianxian had always tolerated her son's misdeeds outside. So they thought that Lu Qianxian was just throwing a tantrum this time. Who knew that the Lu family's lawyer would soon come and terminate all cooperation? When Papa Duan knew about it, he scolded Duan Xiao, and then asked Mama Duan to bring Duan Xiao, and to the Lu family to apologize. So mother and son arrived at the Lu family early in the morning. Qianxian, that mother and son have been waiting downstairs for almost 2 hours. Are you really not going to go down and meet them? Mama Lu crossed her arms and watched Lu Qianxian dress up in her room. I used to follow Duan Xiao, and like a dog. What's wrong with asking him to wait now? Lu Qianxian said nonchalantly. If you don't want them to wait, just say that I'm not here. Mama Lu patted Lu Qianxian's shoulder. My daughter has really grown up. Mommy, don't worry. Lu Qianxian turned around and held Mama Lu's hand. I won't let you worry anymore. Since they are not important, let's not meet them. What's the big deal? Having said that, Mama Lu went downstairs and returned to the living room. She said to Mama Duan, I'm sorry, Mrs. Duan. I went upstairs to call Qianxian again just now and realized that she was not at home. It's my fault for making you wait for so long. I'm sorry. Please go back. In fact, everyone knew that Lu Qianxian was at home. But she refused to come down. In-laws. Mrs. Duan, since Qianxian and Duan Xiao and have broken off their engagement, there is no such thing as in-laws. Mama Lu corrected Mama Duan. This is a big thing in life. How can it be broken off just like that? Mama Lu's eyes changed color when she heard that. In the Lu family, she was more arrogant than Papa Lu. In the past, she tolerated her daughter because she liked her daughter. Now that her daughter did not like her, how could she spoil her? We won't talk about all the affairs your son has had outside. I've told Xianxia many times before. Why do you want such a man? He was very persistent. Alright, I'll wait and see. I didn't expect your son to be even more powerful. He's engaged to my Xianxia and he's living with another woman. He even caused my daughter to have a miscarriage. If I had given birth to this beast, I would have kicked it to death. Trash, what's the point of living in this world? Xianxia used to give in to him, didn't she? Your whole family thinks that the Lu family owes you, right? Now my daughter doesn't like him anymore. I'll get someone to buy firecrackers and set them up at the door. Mama Lu's words certainly did not spare the other party any face. What was the point of sparing him? Mama Duan's expression was unusually ugly, but she had to endure it. Mrs. Lu, please let me see Xianxia. Perhaps she will change her mind. Mama Lu sneered and nodded. I told you she's out. Since you want to see her, keep waiting. I have other things to do, so I won't keep you company. She's just a used shoe. She cancelled the engagement with me. Who else would want her? Duan Shao, and muttered to himself. But in fact it represented the Duan family's thoughts. Xianxian's miscarriage had become a big deal. Everyone in the circle knew about it. How could Xianxian get married? But Xianxian did not want to see them. So the Duan family and Mama Duan waited in the Lu family's house for the whole day with an empty stomach until Papa Lu came home at night. Finally, at dinner time, Lu Xianxian came downstairs. When Duan Shaoan saw her, he went up to her and said, Do you know you've made me and my mother wait for the whole day? Did I beg you to wait? Lu Xianxian chuckled. Lu Xianxian, that's enough. Lu Xianxian shook off Duan Shao, and then pushed him away. Who's messing with you? Our engagement has been cancelled. Why are you still here in the Lu family? Don't tell me you really think that I won't marry anyone but you? Yes, I did have a miscarriage. Everyone in the circle is laughing at me. But so what? At most I won't get married. I'm the daughter of a rich family. I eat well and play well. Why must I need a man? After saying that, Lu Xianxian looked at Papa Lu and said, Dad, hurry up and cut ties with the Duan family. I don't want to see anyone from the Duan family. My dear daughter, I have asked the lawyers to handle it. In 3 days the Duan family will be declared bankrupt. Papa Lu took off his coat and said to Lu Xianxian, Can't it be faster? Lu Xianxian walked to Papa Lu and said coquettishly, Is that so? Then I will make a few more calls later and send more lawyers. Papa Lu hugged Lu Xianxian and said, Why can't my daughter get married? Mama Duan and Duan Shaoan's expressions were very interesting. The Duan family bullied you. I won't let them get away with it. Don't worry. Lu Xianxian tilted her head and looked at Duan Shaoan. Did you hear that? Do you really think that the Duan family will lose without you? I don't think so. I will. Mama Duan and Duan Shao, and did not expect that they would be snubbed by the Lu family. So they left the Lu family dejectedly. Lu Xianxian watched them leave and snorted coldly. Dad, do you think we can make the Duan family go bankrupt? Duan Shao, Anne's father, is not made for business. If it were not for the Lu family's support, the family would have gone bankrupt long ago. What do you think? Papa Lu patted Lu Xianxian's head. My dear daughter, I am afraid that you won't be able to do it. Dad, it's time to throw away the old things. It's good. Just wait and see. What about Mama Duan and Duan Shao? When they got home they complained, Lu Xianxian, that bitch has been hiding all day. Not only that, she even humiliated me and Mom. So, what did you do when I asked you to sue for peace? Papa Duan slapped Duan Shao, and when he heard what he said. If it were not for you, would Xianxian hate you so much? Would the Lu family take revenge on the Duan family like this? Dad, just wait and see. Based on the Lu family's speed, they will withdraw all the money they invested in the Duan family in a few days. Really? Is there no way to save it? Mama Duan did not want to stick her warm face to the Lu family's cold buttocks. The Lu family has tried their best all these years. Papa Duan said. Then he looked at Duan Shaoan fiercely. In order to deal with the bankruptcy, Shao, Anne's villa, sports car and everything valuable will be confiscated. Dad. Chapter 169. Papa Duan was a man of his words. Duan Shao, and had nothing in one night. He had promised Bai Xinlan yesterday that he would bring her to order a ring. But now he had less than 100 yuan. He had nothing. However, he believed that Bai Xinlan truly liked him. She would not mind whether he had these worldly possessions or not. So, early in the morning he still went to Xingting University. But this time he did not drive. Bai Xinlan asked him, "Why didn't you drive?" "There was a small problem." Dun Xiao and touched his nose and answered, "Go. I have already made an appointment with the designer. Let's go and order the ring now." Duan Xiao and did not say anything. He went to the jewelry store with Bai Xinlan. If it was in the past he would not even bat an eye at such a price. But now he had no money at all. Bai Xinlan seemed to be very happy. She kept exchanging ideas with the designer. But when it came to the price, Duan Xiao An's expression was very unnatural. But Bai Xinlan did not notice it. "Miss Bai, this is the bill. Do you want to pay by card or cash?" Bai Xinlan took the bill and passed it to Duan Xiao An. But Duan Xiao An did not move. "What's wrong?" "Xinlan. Actually, I have no money." Duan Xiao An could not pretend anymore. He had to tell Bai Xinlan the truth. Bai Xinlan's face changed when she heard it. "What nonsense are you talking about? You are the young master of the Duan family. How can you not have money?" When the jewelry store designer saw the two of them like this, he knew that today's work was for nothing, so he rolled his eyes and left. Duan Xiao and took a deep breath. In order not to let more people laugh at him, he pulled Bai Xinlan and hurriedly walked out of the jewelry shop. "Xinlan, actually my car and everything else have been taken back by my father." "What do you mean?" "Our family might go bankrupt because..." Bai Xinlan was stunned when she heard the word bankrupt. "Because of Lu Xianxian?" "Yes. The Lu family is going to destroy our family." Duan Xiao and admitted honestly. "Then you should have told us earlier. If you had told us that you have no money, we would not have come here to embarrass ourselves." Bai Xinlan said angrily. "Do you know how embarrassed I was just now?" "Xinlan, you said that you like being with me. Save it. Why would I want to be with you if I don't have money?" Bai Xinlan pushed Duan Xiaoan's hand away and hailed a taxi. She had never thought that Lu Qianqian would be so ruthless. First, she had made her unable to behave in school. Now, she had cut off the Duan family's livelihood in the business world. It seemed that she had encountered a tough nut to crack this time. Only by leaving early could one protect themselves. Duan Xiao and thought that Bai Xinlan was angry, so he took a taxi to school and waited for her in class. But Bai Xinlan was not in the mood to talk to him. Her contact list was full of rich people. Why did she want to be with this poor guy? Soon there were rumors in the school. "I heard that Bai Xinlan's rich boyfriend's family went bankrupt. Didn't you see him taking a taxi to school recently?" "What's going on? What gossip?" "I heard that it was her boyfriend's fiancé's family who did it to avenge her daughter." "How ruthless." "They deserve it. That's what they deserve." Bai Xinlan saw that they had no money, so she tried to avoid them. "She is too practical. I hope that Bai Xinlan will die." Mu Qiqi had heard a lot of such rumors, but she just smiled. After all, beasts were not worthy of sympathy. It also showed how determined Xianxian was to make the Duan family collapse overnight. Especially when she saw Duan Xiao and coming to stop Bai Xinlan a few times. But Bai Xinlan ignored him. That scene was so satisfying. She would be happy if Duan Xiao and was completely destroyed. Soon the class was over. Mu Qiqi walked out of the lab. She was about to call Xianxia to tell him that she was at the south gate of the school. But Duan Xiaoan stopped her. Mu Qiqi was stunned. She put away her phone and looked at Duan Xiaoan. "Why do you like to come to me?" "Because you are good friends with Lu Qianxian." Duan Xiaoan was dispirited. He had lost his source of income and his status. Now he was just a poor guy. He looked miserable. "Tell me what you want." "I want to go home." "Can't you ask Lu Qianxian to let me go?" "I have nowhere to go now. I have no other way. Even if I know that you will not help me, I still want to try." "You are right. I will not help you," Mu Qiqi said coldly. Then she wanted to walk past Duan Xiao. But Duan Xiao and grabbed her arm. "Let go." "I won't let go." At this moment, a black car suddenly appeared at the gate of the school. The man in the driver's seat saw Mu Qiqi being grabbed and quickly rolled down the window. Although he was wearing sunglasses, his temperament and appearance could easily expose his identity. He asked Duan Xiao indirectly, "Do you want to die a worse death?" Duan Xiao and turned around. When he saw Xianxia, he quickly let go. Because he knew that the Lu family would only make his family bankrupt. But Xianxia could hang him in the forest and starve him for 3 days and 3 nights. If you want to live, you should go to the Lu family and apologize to them. It's useless to catch my people. I'm sorry. Duan Xiao, and immediately bowed and apologized to Xianxia. In the future you better stay at least 10 meters away from my Qiqi. Otherwise I will take action. Duan Xiao, and was frightened. He quickly raised his hands and surrendered. Then he ran away from the two. Mu Qiqi saw that Duan Xiao, and was so afraid of Xianxia. She smiled and got into Xingzhao's car. I was stopped when I was about to call you. Although I warned Duan Xiao, you must be careful in case he does something desperate. I know. Mu Qiqi nodded. It seems that the Lu family has given him a big blow. You don't have to waste your time on this kind of person. After dinner I will send you to the hospital to see your father. Xianxia did not want to waste any more words on Duan Xiao. Mu Qiqi nodded. She had not seen her father for a few days. But she did not know that Rong Junhan had planned to let Mu Tongxue appear in front of Shen Jianchuan tonight. Chapter 170. It was 7 o'clock at night when Mu Qiqi arrived at the hospital with Su Zipei's chicken soup. Rong Junhan was in the ward. When she saw Mu Qiqi, she said to Shen Jianchuan as if nothing had happened, I will go to the small kitchen in the hospital to prepare dinner for you. In fact, Rong Junhan hated Mu Qiqi because of what happened in the Shen family that day. Another reason was that she had to prepare the clothes for Mu Tongxue. Shen Jianchuan nodded but his eyes followed Mu Qiqi. After Rong Junhan left, Mu Qiqi let her guard down. She said to Shen Jianchuan, Father, are you okay? Shen Jianchuan felt Mu Qiqi's caring gaze. He nodded slightly and expressed his thoughts with simple words. Very good. Did Aunt Rong bully you? Shen Jianchuan shook his head when he heard Mu Qiqi's question. Good. Actually, Mu Qiqi did not believe what Shen Jianchuan said. But she was still not sure about her father's character. So she was afraid that he would be deceived by Rong Junhan. Shen Jianchuan was satisfied as long as he could see his daughter. No matter how difficult the rehabilitation was, he had the courage to overcome it. Shen Jianchuan looked at his daughter carefully because she looked very much like Su Ziqing when she was young. However, when he saw the tattoo on her left earlobe, he could not help but ask, this tattoo looks like a person's name. Is it? Mu Qiqi was stunned for a moment. She did not expect her father to see through her. But it was only for a moment. She put away her surprise and answered Shen Jianchuan, it's my savior. In order to express my respect and admiration for him, and also to remind myself to live a good life, I tattooed it on my ear. Shen Jianchuan's eyes were full of pity and helplessness. It's all my fault. No, it has nothing to do with you. Mu Qiqi smiled and said, if you really feel sorry for me, please get well soon, okay? Shen Jianchuan drank the chicken soup that his daughter fed him with satisfaction. Then he listened to Mu Qiqi talking about what happened in the Shen family that day. But in the end he couldn't communicate like a normal person, so the father and daughter didn't talk much. Mu Qiqi stayed in the hospital for an hour. Then she left the hospital. Then Rong Junhan came into the ward with dinner. Did you leave? Shen Jianchuan nodded. Qiqi still needs to be taught properly in the future. Shen Jianchuan did not reply because Grandpa Shen and Mu Qiqi had told him everything that happened in the Shen family. He did not know if Mu Qiqi needed to be taught, but he knew very well how vicious Rong Junhan was. Whenever they had the chance they would try to bully Mu Qiqi. Most of the reason was because Mu Qiqi was too similar to Su Ziqing. Very soon Shen Jianchuan finished his dinner. A moment later that familiar face appeared outside the ward again. Rong Junhan saw Mu Qiqi again. She asked, why are you back? I left something behind so I came to look for it. Rong Junhan snorted softly. She did not say anything. Anyway, that was how she treated Mu Qiqi. And this Mu Qiqi walked to Shen Jianchuan's bedside and sat down again. Father. Shen Jianchuan looked at his daughter lovingly. But he had a strong feeling that this daughter's gaze was very different from the one he met just now. Mu Qiqi's gaze was firm and confident just now. But this Mu Qiqi's gaze was flickering with uneasiness. Although they looked exactly the same, Shen Jianchuan could still see the subtle differences between them. After all, every time Mu Qiqi came he would take a few more glances at his daughter. He knew how she was like and what kind of expressions she liked to make. Then Xianxia deliberately looked at Mu Qiqi's earlobe. He saw her tattoo again. He asked, "Why did you tattoo a few letters on your ear? Is there any special meaning?" Mu Tongxue touched her earlobe. Then she answered, "There is no special meaning. It just looks nice." Xianxia knew the answer. But he did not show it. He treated Mu Qiqi the same way he treated her. He said, "What did you leave behind? Hurry up and look for it." The key to the house. Mu Tongxue looked around quickly. Then she bent down and pretended to find it beside Xianxia's bed. "Oh my God. Thought I lost it. It's too late now. You should go back and rest. Qiqi, can you come to the hospital again this weekend to visit me? He's doing his rehabilitation today. I need some encouragement." Of course. Mu Tongxue was delighted. Did it mean that she had passed the test when Xianxia said that to her? Rong Junhan signaled her to leave. She had performed well tonight. If she did not look closely, she could not even tell the difference between Mu Qiqi and Mu Tongxue, let alone Xianxia. But how would they know? Even if they looked exactly the same, Mu Tongxue could not really imitate Mu Qiqi. Because the eyes could not lie. Then there was the breath. If Mu Tongxue pretended to be deaf and dumb and just stood there quietly, perhaps they would believe her. But once she opened her mouth, everything would be exposed. Moreover, Xianxia had confirmed it with the tattoo. Mu Qiqi said that the tattoo represented her benefactor's name. She used this method to express her admiration for her benefactor. But Mu Tongxue said that there was no meaning to it. It was just to look good. So Xianxia and Mu Tongxue agreed to meet on the weekend. He wanted Grandpa Xin to inform Mu Tongxue so that she could come to the hospital too. He wanted to see how Mu Tongxue could justify herself by then. Of course, he also wanted to see Rong Junhan's reaction. Rong Junhan left the hospital not long after Mu Tongxue left. She smiled coldly when she saw Mu Tongxue waiting for her in the garage. "You're still useful. I did not raise you for nothing. So what should we do next?" It's easy for Xianxia. But it's not easy to deceive the other Shins, especially Grandpa Xin. Of course, you don't have to appear in front of them. You just need to listen to my arrangements and create trouble for them. Xianxia asked you to come to the hospital on the weekend. You can go for another checkup to see if there's anything wrong with your body. This is a good opportunity. You did well tonight. Did well. Did Rong Junhan really think that Xianxia believed her? The next morning, Xianxia asked the nurse to contact Grandpa Xin. He wanted to meet him. Grandpa Xin avoided the Shins and went to the hospital. He heard from Xianxia about the real and fake Mu Qiqi last night. Then he snorted angrily. Rong Junhan should not be underestimated. Does she think that we don't know what she wants to do by using Mu Tongxue? Chapter 171. Grandpa Xin looked at Xianxia. He pointed at him and smiled. "You are still the same as before." He was sharp and smart. Even though he had been asleep for many years, he was still clear-headed. "Father, we can't let Mu Qiqi get hurt again." "I know. I will make the arrangements." Then Grandpa Xin told Mu Qiqi and Xianxia about this interesting incident. Mu Qiqi was actually very surprised after hearing that. After all, even the Mu family couldn't tell the difference between her and Mu Tongxue at times, let alone the fact that Mu Tongxue was pretending to be her. How could her father tell? Xianxia saw that she was confused. So he said, "I told you that your father is different from the others in the Xin family. Do you believe me now?" Mu Qiqi remembered that Xianxia had asked her about the tattoo last night. She subconsciously touched the tattoo. "Last night, Dad guessed that this tattoo of mine was a person's name. So I told him that it was the name of the person I admire the most. He did not ask much." Mu Qiqi was stunned. Xianxia smiled when he heard the word admire. "How much do you admire him? Don't mess around." Mu Qiqi held his warm hand. "Did Dad figure it out because of this? No matter how he did it, at least we know that he did not fall into Mu Tongxue and Rong Junhan's trap. Don't you worry about your father now? He is not a person who needs to be taken care of as much as you think." Xianxia knew that Mu Qiqi was worried about Grandpa Xin and Xianxia. It was because she knew how it felt to be framed. She did not want the people closest to her to be tortured. Although Xianxia had been framed and persecuted. Mu Qiqi nodded. Since father has made the arrangements, then we just need to wait for the show. I want to see how Mu Tongxue can imitate me. Humph. Xianxia kissed Mu Qiqi on her lips. She can imitate your charm. But she can't imitate your taste. Ft. Mu Qiqi blushed. This man always liked to tease her regardless of the occasion. These few days, it was not only the Shin family that was bustling with activity. Bai Xinlan and Duan Shao, An's matter was also a hot topic in Xingting University. Bai Xinlan was obviously unwilling to be with Duan Shao, but Duan Shao did not give up. He was full of affection for his mistress. It was a pity that this mistress only wanted to live a materialistic life. Without money, what else could she do? Hence, Duan Shao was now a joke in Xingting University. He had tried all kinds of ways to stop Bai Xinlan, but he had never succeeded. The people in the school had been envious of him in the beginning, but now they hated him. It was clear that the attention they paid to scum like him had lost its novelty. Bai Xinlan was even more annoyed. She had finally found a rich man but Duan Shao kept pestering her. She had to think of a way to get rid of this poor man. Soon Duan Shao saw Bai Xinlan near the school. There was a black luxury car picking her up. Duan Shao was furious. He chased after the car and stopped it. He wanted to drag Bai Xinlan out of the car. But the person in the car pushed him away. Are you crazy? Xinlan, come home with me. Are you crazy? We were just fooling around. Why can't you understand? I was only after your money. You are an idiot. Do you really think that I am as loyal to you as your stupid fiancé? Let me tell you, Duan Shao. When I was with you, I had 3 other men. Before I slept with you, I even had a threesome with them. The driver in front of Bai Xinlan was stunned when he heard this. How could his boss be so casual with his woman? Duan Shao took a few steps back. He could not believe it. The way you are now is no different from when you hurt your fiancé. The way I treat you now is the way you used to treat her. Duan Shao, you deserve to be left with nothing. Bai Xinlan was about to close the car door. But Duan Shao took out a dagger from his pocket and stabbed it at Bai Xinlan. Bai Xinlan screamed and dodged. So the dagger did not stab into her vital organs. Instead it stabbed into her shoulder. Blood spurted out. The driver was shocked too. He quickly drove away. Duan Shao's eyes were bloodshot. He could not catch up with Bai Xinlan. But the bystanders had already called the police. After the attack, Duan Shao dropped the dagger in his hand and fell to the ground. Not long after, the police arrived. They handcuffed Duan Shao and took him away. Duan Shao's parents received a call from the police. Duan Shao's mother was shocked. What are you waiting for? Go to the police station. The Lu family was settling the score with the Duan family. So there were not many people who were willing to help the Duan family. Now that Duan Shao was in trouble, Papa Duan did not have the ability to ask for help. He could only sigh. It's karma. It's that bastard's karma. Soon the Lu family heard about Duan Shao's attack on the street. Mama Lu felt a chill down her spine. Luckily, Xianxia did not keep in touch with this murderer. Otherwise, Xianxia would be in danger. Lu Xianxia also heard about Duan Shao and Bai Xinlan. Now she could only say that the two of them deserved it. After Duan Shao was arrested, Bai Xinlan was not any better. Although Duan Shao did not stab into her vital organs, her arm was temporarily crippled. She did not dare to move at all. After she entered the hospital, she cried and screamed. The driver called his boss in the hospital and told him what had happened. When the boss heard that Duan Shao was so extreme, he immediately asked his driver to leave Bai Xinlan and do nothing. So there was no one to take care of Bai Xinlan in the hospital. These scumbags. They only care about money and not people. Wasn't this a reflection of herself? It seemed that there was nothing wrong with being treated like this. I will sue Duan Shao. I will sue the Duan family until they go bankrupt. After the incident, Lu Qianxian did not want to see Duan Shao anymore. Because there was no need to see him. Instead she wanted to see Bai Xinlan. This woman didn't seem to realize that her doom was about to befall her. Qianxian told Mu Qiqi the news over the phone. But Xianxia was not surprised at all when he heard about it. The 18-year-old Duan Shao was obviously not willing to be toyed with and lose everything. So, whenever Bai Xinlan said something extreme, he would lose control. Chapter 172. Duan Xiao, and is not worthy of sympathy. But his parents have to suffer with him. I can't help but sigh. Xianxia patted Mu Qiqi's head and smiled. Everyone has their own fate. I always thought that you are a person who doesn't believe in fate. I am telling you that you don't need to worry about other people's business. Sure enough, it was Xing Zhao's style. He would not pity Duan Xiao, Anne's parents, because they lost their son after they went bankrupt. It was because they had sown the seeds. If they had not spoiled Duan Xiao, and so much and allowed him to do whatever he wanted, they would not end up like this. Thinking of this, Mu Qiqi felt that Xianxian would feel better. Lu Xianxian sent someone to find out which hospital Bai Xinlan was in. She went to Bai Xinlan's ward as she had some free time. However, after Bai Xinlan's injured arm was bandaged, she could be considered to have come back to life. When she saw Lu Xianxian at the door, she thought that her eyes were playing tricks on her. But in the next second she calmed down. Miss Lu, are you here to persuade me not to sue Duan Xiao? And isn't this a good chance for you to get him back? Do you think I am like you? I have thrown away the rubbish and I still want to get it back? Lu Xianxian took off her sunglasses and sat on the sofa in Bai Xinlan's ward. Since you are not here for Duan Xiao, and I don't understand why you still want to see me. I am seriously injured. Is it not enough to appease your anger? Lu Xianxian smiled. I did not cause your injury. Why should I appease my anger? Tell me, what do you want? To be honest, you have a miscarriage. In other people's eyes, you and a flirtatious woman are the same. But we are both fallen women. I really can't think of any tricks you can come up with to deal with me. That is because you are poor. So your imagination is limited. Rich people have many tricks. For example, me. Lu Xianxian turned on her phone. I just spent some time to investigate all the men you have been with these years and told their wives about you. Not many. Just about 20 of them. Bai Xinlan's face changed when she heard this. By the way, kindly tell them your phone number, information, home address, and so on. Take a guess. Will you be torn apart? Lu Xianxian, why are you pretending? Aren't you happy that I dumped Duan Xiaoan? Lu Xianxian chuckled. Then she replied to Bai Xinlan, yes, it feels good. But it doesn't change the fact that you've interfered in my relationship and indirectly caused my child to miscarry. With that, Lu Xianxian looked at her watch. It's almost time. I guess those rich ladies are coming soon. Having said that, Lu Xianxian got up and left Bai Xinlan's ward. Then she bumped into the rich ladies who came looking for trouble at the door. They looked at Lu Xianxian and asked, are you here to settle the score with the asterisk shoal too? She's inside. Lu Xianxian pointed. The two of them stormed into the ward. Soon Lu Xianxian heard the sound of someone slapping her face. Among those men who had interfered with Bai Xinlan, some of them were from powerful families in Jianchuan. Bai Xinlan's fate was foreseeable. With how shameless Bai Xinlan was, she should be dead for hundreds of times in the wilderness. Lu Xianxian sneered. Then she left the hospital. The scumbags and the B** cheese were all dead now. She wanted to continue her life. On the other hand, Jing Yun was investigating Rong Junhan. He wanted to know if she had used the name Tong Shui for other things. So Jing Yun asked his friend in the police station to investigate if there were any suitable candidates in Jianchuan. The police did not find any criminal records about Tong Shui. So Jing Yun tried to investigate in another direction. In the end, he got a shocking and exciting news. So after the meeting in Huangyao, Jing Yun put the result on Xing Zhao's desk. Young master, there are thousands of Tong Shui in the world. There are hundreds of candidates in Jianchuan. So I've been investigating for a long time. I've also used many connections. But I didn't find anything. So I decided to investigate this one. Xing Zhao opened the document and saw the copy of the business license. It was a jewelry company called Xing Rong. The legal representative was Tong Shui. And one of the shareholders was Shen Lin. Others might not know who he was, but Xing Zhao knew that he was Xin Qiqi's second uncle, Shen Jinyun's son. I didn't expect that the relationship between second Shen and Rong Junhan was not only because of kindness, but also because of this. With such evidence and the testimony of the dean's daughter, can we prove that Rong Junhan had hurt young master Shen a second time in the past? Xing Zhao shook his head. His eyes looked deep. What if Rong Junhan said that there was only one Tong Shui? We can't rule out this possibility. Then what should we do? Think of a way to prove it. Xianxia put down the document and tilted his head. He looked lazy. Second Shin has been holding a high position all these years. He's a late bloomer. I'm afraid he's even closer to Rong Junhan than Grandpa Shin. I wonder how he would feel when he knows that he has acknowledged a traitor as his father. This woman is really interesting. She hid it well. So we just need to keep digging. She will give us more surprises. Xianxia stood up from the sofa. Let's hide this first. Rong Junhan still wants to use Mu Tongxue to stir up trouble. We must think of a way to get rid of Mu Tongxue. This time we must get rid of her once and for all. I don't want her to appear in front of Cheer all the time. It's disgusting. What do you want to do, young master? Xianxia looked at Jing Yun meaningfully. Then he smiled devilishly. Let Mu Qiqi vent her anger first. Then go to Brother Shin's ward and have some fun. Let's put on a show. Then Xianxia hooked his finger at Jing Yun. Then he whispered something into his ear. In fact, Mu Qiqi was looking forward to the weekend. She wanted to see how well Mu Tongxue could imitate her. Moreover, she wanted to see what Rong Junhan could achieve with her scheming. What would happen after she deceived Shin Jianchuan? But sadly, Mu Tongshua's acting skills were not effective against Shin Jianchuan at all. At night, Xianxia finished his work. When he was about to go to school to pick Mu Qiqi up, he received a call from Jing Yun. Mama Xing had gone to the villa again. So Xianxia asked Uncle Lin to bring Mu Qiqi home while he went to deal with his mother. Mu Qiqi knew that Xianxia had something to do when she saw Uncle Lin. So she did not ask anything. She went straight to the villa and had dinner with her aunt. Chapter 173. Mama Xing had come to her son's turf because of her quarrel with Papa Xing. Moreover, she was anxious about her son's condition, and wanted to check if Xianxia had a woman. So she decided to stay in the mansion for a few days. There's no smell of women in this place. Jing Yun is your young master. Xianxia saw his mother trying to get information out of Jing Yun when he entered the house. Young master, Mom, Jing Yun is just following my orders. Why do you have to trouble a log? Xianxia sat on the sofa lazily. You can't hold it in anymore? You have to let me know what kind of woman you've found, don't you? Mama Xing looked at her son helplessly. You've done a good job keeping it a secret. I'm very anxious. I'm just messing around. Xianxia said half-truths, wanting to see Mama Xing's reaction. Mama Xing chuckled and sat beside Xianxia. She knew her son very well. He had been rebellious since he was young, but he had his own bottom line. Even if you're messing around, there should be someone like that around, right? Mom, you should go back. I'll let you see her in 3 months. Xianxia promised. Really? Mama Xing's eyes were already shining. Really? Xianxia nodded. Mama Xing knew that even if Xianxia liked to play tricks on people, he would always keep his word when he made a serious promise. Then let me stay for 2 days. How long has it been since I last saw my son? As you wish. With that, Xianxia went back to his room and texted Mu Qiqi. I'll be home late tonight. Don't wait for me. Sleep by yourself. Mu Qiqi was a little disappointed when she read the message. She could not imagine what it would be like without Xianxia by her side. Be that as it may, was Xianxia someone who would be tied down by others? Mama Xing had prepared a sumptuous dinner, but her son was nowhere to be found when she entered his room. Even Jing Yun had to leave the house out of fear of being questioned. Xianxia was in a relationship, but he was suffering. It was 8 o'clock when Xianxia returned to the mansion. Mu Qiqi had just come out of the small mansion and was taking a shower. Xianxia heard the sound of the shower and took off his shirt, pushing the door open and entering the room. Mu Qiqi was about to say something when she saw him. But just as her lips parted, Xianxiao's kiss covered hers, urgent and ferocious. Under the shower, Xianxia hugged Mu Qiqi tightly. It was convenient since he did not have to take off her clothes. Mu Qiqi couldn't stand such an urgent demand. She moaned, and in that moment Xianxia pushed her against the wall and lifted her legs. Mu Qiqi was so uneasy that she quickly grabbed his arm. Didn't you say that you would return late? Xianxia pressed her head against the wall and pinched her chin. My little one, don't you know how attractive you are to me? Mu Qiqi blushed. She couldn't say a word because Xianxia increased the force of his blows as he asked. I always thought that I was the one who needed you more. Xianxia was furious when he heard that. If you don't realize it, don't even think about sleeping tonight. So, the battlefield moved from the bathroom to the bedroom and then from the dressing table to the bed. Xianxia was full of energy. He would only stop when Mu Qiqi fell asleep. But when he saw Mu Qiqi's sleeping face, Xianxia hugged her in his arms and murmured, "You don't know how important you are to me." Mu Qiqi didn't hear anything. She just closed her eyes in the warmest embrace. Although her body couldn't bear it, she liked Xingxiao's endless demands deep in her heart. He liked the feeling of Xingxiao in her body even more. Because he found out that the Xin family and the person with the identity of Tong Shui had a company together, Xingxiao set up a trap to prove whether Tong Shui was Rong Junhan. Actually, they could get the answer quickly if they investigated the Xin family. But it would alert the enemy and make Rong Junhan cautious. So Xingxiao did not plan to go to the Xin family. Instead, he asked Jingyun to set up a trap. Since they have a jewelry company, it's easy. Jingyun, go and contact a few partners. Do me a favor. Ask to see the legal representative. Even if you can't see her, you can get her signature or voice. It's not difficult to prove it. But young master, when do you plan to tell Grandpa Shen? And how do you plan to use this card? Xingxiao smiled when he heard Jingyun's question. Isn't it Sunday today? There will be a good show when Mu Qiqi goes to the hospital. And you should prepare all the documents and give Rong Junhan a big gift. I understand. It was a call from Jingyun early in the morning. At that time, Mu Qiqi was still sleeping soundly in Xingxiao's arms. Because it was the weekend, there was no class. So Xingxiao didn't wake her up. He let her sleep until noon. Xingxiao got up and went to Huangyao. Soon Grandpa Shen called and woke Mu Qiqi up. "Xiaoqi, why are you not in the small mansion?" After Mu Qiqi heard the question, she suddenly sat up on the bed. "I'm outside. Where are you?" "Grandpa will send someone to pick you up." "I'm in school." Mu Qiqi responded quickly. Because Mu Tongxue had arrived at the hospital. Grandpa Shen was anxious to bring Mu Qiqi to the hospital so that the show would be more exciting. Of course, Grandpa Shen asked everyone to go to the hospital to see Rong Junhan's real face. It was the weekend after all. They had time. So, Grandpa Shen and the Shen brothers were in the same car. Mu Qiqi would arrive at the hospital alone. That would make the show more dramatic. Because of his previous experience, Xin Jianchuan could tell at a glance whether it was Mu Tongxue or Mu Qiqi who entered the ward. But Mu Tongxue and Rong Junhan did not know that they had been exposed. And they were still acting in front of Xin Jianchuan. Rong Junhan was sure that Mu Qiqi would not come to the hospital today because Grandpa Shen told her that Mu Qiqi could not leave because of the research lab. In fact, Grandpa Shen had deliberately revealed this information to her. If he had not said this, she would have thought of a way to hold Mu Qiqi back and prevent her from appearing in the hospital. Soon the Shen family arrived at the hospital. Second Aunt Huang Yu did not look happy when she saw Mu Qiqi. Of course, she could not tell whether it was Mu Qiqi or Mu Tongxue who was in the ward. "Dad, second aunt seems to dislike me," Mu Tongxue said deliberately in front of Xin Jianchuan. "I don't like you. But you don't have to complain to your father," Huang Yu retorted. Chapter 174. Since you admit that you don't like me, why don't you let me complain in front of Dad? Are you the one who is in the right? You. Huang Yu was furious. She really wanted to slap Mu Qiqi. But they were in the ward. It was not a place where she could do whatever she wanted. I know that the Xin family doesn't like me. And Aunt Rong treats me like a stain. But what can I do? I am Dad's daughter after all. Mu Tongxue imitated Mu Qiqi's attitude and tone. She wanted to maximize the conflict between Mu Qiqi and the Shen family. At the same time, Grandpa Shen opened the door of the ward. He was stunned when he saw Mu Tongxue. "Didn't you say that you can't leave the lab?" "I just came to see Dad. I will go back later," Mu Tongxue answered calmly. "Daddy came at the right time. Look at her. She is so arrogant in front of the elders. She doesn't act like a junior at all. How can we like her?" Huang Yu seized the opportunity to complain to Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen sat beside Xin Jianchuan. He pressed his hands on his knees and said nothing. He looked at his son when no one noticed. Mu Tongxue stayed silent for a few seconds. She thought that even Grandpa Shen did not recognize her. So she completely let loose in the ward. Anyway, she was Mu Qiqi now. He could do whatever she wanted. Because of this, she was not used to seeing Huang Yu. Taking advantage of Huang Yu's words, she suddenly stepped forward and pushed Huang Yu. Huang Yu staggered and lost her balance. She fell to the ground just like that, causing everyone to be stunned. Mu Qiqi. Second elder grabbed Mu Tongshua's clothes. His eyes were almost spitting fire. How could you push your second aunt? She treated me badly. Why can't I teach her a lesson? Look, this is your fox's tail. You finally showed it. Second elder sneered. Mu Qiqi, who was so confident and disdained everything in the Shen family, can't wait to slap her own face now? Second brother, let go, old Master Shen said calmly to second brother of the Shen family. Big brother, it doesn't matter if you're happy or unhappy today. I have to teach them a lesson. At that moment, Mu Tongxue took the opportunity to bite the second elder of the Shen family, causing him to groan in pain. What can you do to me? I can't stay in this house any longer. Seeing that her husband was also injured, Huang Yu shouted, Dad, from now on the Shen family will either have her or I. Grandpa Shen glanced at Huang Yu and snorted. Qiqi will not treat her elders like this. You've seen it with your own eyes, yet you're still trying to excuse her. Mu Tongxue raised her chin in front of Huang Yu. Obviously she knew that Grandpa Shen would help her no matter what. But Rong Junhan cleared her throat. She signaled Mu Tongxue not to get carried away. Otherwise Grandpa Shen might recognize her. Fortunately, Grandpa Shen did not seem to be suspicious. She's just a kid. Seeing that Grandpa Shen was determined to protect her, Huang Yu was disappointed. I, Huang Yu, have a son and a daughter. I've never seen you being so biased. Fine. If that's the case, I don't want to stay in this house anymore. I'll leave now. Then Huang Yu turned around angrily. She opened the door of the ward and was about to leave. But she was stunned the moment she opened the door. Because there was another Mu Qiqi at the door. Huang Yu looked at Mu Qiqi at the door. Then she looked at the Mu Qiqi in the ward. It was almost the same. Even the tattoo and the mole were the same. This, second aunt, what's wrong? Mu Qiqi asked Huang Yu. Huang Yu snorted coldly. Suddenly she could not understand. What are you playing at? A substitute game? Then Huang Yu opened the door completely. Everyone was shocked. Because there were two Mu Qiqis at the same time. This. Rong Junhan's expression changed. Did she not arrange for someone to watch over her in the hospital? If the real Mu Qiqi appeared, they would stop her. Why was Mu Qiqi here? On the other hand, Mu Tongxue looked calm. But in fact her palms were sweating. Mu Qiqi smiled and walked to Mu Tongxue. She looked at her from head to toe. Then she said, Mu Tongxue, I didn't expect you to be so real when you pretend to be me. Mu Tongxue smiled too. Am I pretending to be you or are you pretending to be me? Mu Qiqi found it interesting after hearing that. Mu Tongshue's acting skills were really impressive, and her improvisational skills were not just for show. Which one of you is Mu Qiqi? The one who was here before or the one who came in later? The second elder of the Shen family couldn't help but ask. He really couldn't tell them apart based on their appearances. They looked so alike. I'm Qiqi's second uncle. Mu Tongxue took the initiative. Then she pointed at Mu Qiqi and said to Grandpa Shen, Grandpa, although I don't know why Mu Tongxue pretended to be me, I am indeed Qiqi. Grandpa Shen smiled at Mu Tongxue. If you say that you are Mu Qiqi, then show us the evidence. Even if they look identical, only one of them is the real Mu Qiqi. Memory is not something that can be faked, is it? Mu Tongxue smiled. Mu Tongshue's face darkened. A few days ago there was a drama in the Shen family. Tell us what happened. Because only Mu Qiqi was in the Shen family that day. Mu Tongxue was not there. So, it must be Mu Qiqi if she could tell them what happened that day. But in fact Rong Junhan had told Mu Tongxue everything that happened that day. So, it was not difficult for her to answer the question. Everyone looked at Mu Qiqi when they saw that she answered without missing a word. She has already told us what happened at the Shen family that day and proved her identity. So you must be Mu Tongxue. Mu Tongxue nodded. Mu Qiqi looked at second uncle and smiled. What if someone told her? How is that possible? If that's the case, you should show us the evidence to prove that you are Mu Qiqi. My body is full of evidence. It's easy to test our identities. I just want to give Mu Tongxue a chance to confess. You are a fake, aren't you? Huang Yu snorted coldly. You two sisters are not easy to deal with. Although Muchichi is really annoying, what dirty things are you trying to do by pretending to be her? I told you that I am Chichi, said Muchichi firmly. How can you prove it? Chapter 175. Of course I know the meaning of the tattoo. But how do I know that you are not trying to trick me? Mu Tongxue kept her composure. Suddenly, Xin Jianchuan interrupted their conversation. He pointed at Mu Tongxue and said, I asked her about the tattoo. She said it was because it looks nice. But you asked me about it too, didn't you? Mu Chichi continued Xin Jianchuan's words. Xin Jianchuan nodded. And you said it's because you admire someone. That's right. I did not get the tattoo because it looks nice. It's because it's the name of my savior. He saved me from the hands of the wicked and gave me a new home. Who is it? Second aunt was anxious. Of course I know. It's the name of my savior. Mu Tongxue, I did not expect you to investigate me so thoroughly. Grandpa, this person is Assistant Jing. Because everyone thought that Mu Chichi was taken care of by Jing Yun, the tattoo on her ear should be Jing Yun's too. Mu Tongxue wanted to seize the opportunity. But she heard Mu Chichi's laughter. Jing Yun. Mu Tongxue, stop pretending. I will call Jing Yun now and ask for his English name. Mu Tongxue was stunned. Was she wrong? Mu Chichi took out her phone and called Jing Yun. She explained to everyone, it's not Jing Yun's English name. He has another one. Actually, everyone knows him. He is the 8th young master of the Xing family, the crown prince of Huangyao, Xianxia. Everyone was stunned when they heard Xing Zhao's name, including Grandpa Shen and Xin Jianchuan. Because Mu Chichi did not tell anyone about it. Soon Jing Yun's call was connected. Mu Chichi did not say anything. She asked Jing Yun, Assistant Jing, please tell me the crown prince's English name. Why are you asking again? Hugh, don't you have a tattoo on your ear? After Jing Yun said that, everyone understood. Mu Chichi who came in later was the real Mu Chichi. And the one who caused trouble in the ward was Mu Tongxue. After getting the answer, Mu Chichi hung up and gestured at Mu Tongxue with her chin. I'm sure that if you take out your phone, there's no contact from Aunt Zipei, Jing Yun or the crown prince, right? Mu Tongxue instinctively grabbed her phone. I didn't bring it. Really? With that, Mu Chichi stepped forward and took out Bai Sei's phone from her pocket. What is this? Mu Tongxue was speechless. He was completely stunned. As I said, it's actually very easy to tell us apart. Mu Chichi held the phone and sneered at Mu Tongxue. I'm just curious. You pretended to be me while I was in the lab. You even got a tattoo and a mole. What are you trying to do in the Shen family? Do you want to replace me? Or are you trying to achieve some kind of goal? When Mu Chichi asked that, she looked at Rong Junhan. Did you go missing for so long just to train yourself to become me? However, you seem to be lacking in maturity. So, it was Mu Tongxue who had a conflict with me just now. Huang Yu finally understood. Second aunt, aren't you curious about the reason why she did that? What reason could she have? She just wants to be rich and powerful. Huang Yu replied. You're wrong. If she really wants those things, why didn't she please you? Why did she try to cause a conflict between us? Moreover, she imitated me and did all the preparation work. It's not something that she could have done by herself. Don't you think that she's being instructed by someone? Huang Yu felt that it was reasonable after she heard that. Then who is it? Since we've come to this point, I'd like to share a few things with you. Do you know that Dad did not become a vegetable because he fought with someone? Mu Chichi looked at Rong Junhan subconsciously when she said that. Rong Junhan looked at Mu Chichi. After everyone heard this, they were shocked once again. What? Especially the old man who immediately stood up from his chair. In fact, the thing that really made Dad a vegetable was the second car accident. Mu Chichi explained to everyone. It was 2 or 3 hours after Dad got injured in the fight. Someone hit him with a car. Although I don't know if she did it on purpose or not, but according to the abandoned report and documents, Dad was hit by a car. And do you know who the person who hit him was? Who? Grandpa Shen frowned and asked. Her name is Tong Shua. I believe someone knows her well. After that, Mu Chichi turned around and looked at second aunt. She realized that second aunt's expression was equally interesting. Second aunt, don't you think so? Huang Yu suddenly panicked. She looked at Rong Junhan helplessly. Look at second aunt's expression. It seems that she needs some time to digest it. Alright, let's talk about Mu Tongxue first. Grandpa, is that okay? Mu Qiqi looked at Grandpa Shen and asked for his opinion. She also signaled him not to be anxious. Grandpa Shen took a deep breath and nodded. Go ahead. Just now, Grandpa asked Mu Tongxue about what happened in the Shen family that day. He told us everything. So what does it mean? She was either not there or someone told her. And the person who told her must be there. So it must be someone other than Dad who was in the ward today. It's impossible for second uncle and second aunt. Grandpa and third uncle would not do such a thing. Third aunt is the most suspicious one. Are you kidding me? Third aunt rolled her eyes. I stay at home all day. How can I have the time to entertain her? So, Aunt Rong, can you tell us that you hid Mu Tongxue and trained her to imitate me to provoke the Shen family because you don't want me to stop you from marrying into the Shen family? Of course, Rong Junhan would not admit it. Do you have any evidence? You're just spouting nonsense here, just like how you said Jianchuan suffered a second injury. Of course, I will say it if I have evidence. Why should I be anxious if I don't investigate it clearly? Mu Qiqi answered Rong Junhan calmly. You are the only one who has the manpower and energy to do this. You must give us a reason, right? Otherwise, how did Mu Tongxue know about it? Did you install a surveillance camera or a bug in the Shen family? Everyone looked at Rong Junhan, including second elder and Huang Yu. Actually, you don't have to be too surprised. Your sister-in-law has done more interesting things than this. Mu Qiqi stopped Mu Tongxue and grabbed her clothes. Don't you think so? Tongxue? Mu Tongxue gritted her teeth. She could feel that Rong Junhan was staring at her. Chapter 176. Of course, you don't want to know what I'm talking about. But you admit that you are Mu Tongxue, right? Mu Qiqi crossed her arms and smiled at her. You can't deny it. Moreover, we can easily find out who hid you, who instructed you, who trained you, and who told you about the Shen family. Then Mu Qiqi looked at second aunt. Since Mu Tongxue refuses to confess, then we will turn our attention to Tongxue. Rong Junhan saw that everyone in the ward was fooled by Mu Qiqi. She sneered at her. Mu Qiqi, I think you are the one who planned all this, right? You asked Mu Tongxue to pretend to be you and put the blame on the Shen family. You pretended to be the victim. But in fact you are the one who stole it. Aunt Rong, you seem to be very anxious. Mu Qiqi replied with a sneer. Otherwise, how can you explain that you appeared not long after Mu Tongxue appeared? I appeared because I received a call from Grandpa. Mu Qiqi said frankly. Do you think that Mu Tongxue could hide from the Shen family with her acting skills? From the first time she appeared in the ward, Dad had already seen through her. Because of this tattoo, Dad had asked me before what it meant. So he arranged to meet Mu Tongxue today. And I came here today just to see how similar Mu Tongxue would be when she pretended to be me. But it seems that she is just SOSO. So Shen Jianchuan and Grandpa Shen knew about it. No wonder they wanted to gather all the Shen family. That's right. At this time Grandpa Shen finally said, Jianchuan and I knew that Mu Tongxue pretended to be Mu Qiqi. That's why we came here today. But I didn't know about Jianchuan's second injury. And Tongxue. Second brother, can you tell me who she is? Second brother was stunned. Because no one knew that he had set up a company with Rong Junhan. But now it seemed that he could not keep it a secret anymore. I also want to keep your secret, second uncle, but this matter is related to the murderer who injured my father. So I have no choice but to make it public for you, second uncle. Then Mu Qiqi turned around and said to Grandpa Xing, Grandpa, we found out that there is a company called Xing Rong. The legal representative is Tong Xue. And one of the shareholders is Shen Lin. After the old man heard this, he looked at second brother. Is what little Seven said true? Second brother couldn't deny it and could only nod. That's true, but... Alright, second uncle, since you've admitted it, can you tell everyone that the legal representative of your company, Tong Xue, is this sister-in-law in front of you? Mu Qiqi asked. This looks like you've tacitly agreed to it. Now, as long as the daughter of the old director of the hospital was invited to identify the murderer, then the murderer who hurt her father for the second time would be revealed. Mu Qiqi looked at her and said, Aunt Rong, do you still want to argue? Rong Junhan sneered. Are you trying to deny all the kindness I've done for the Xin family all these years just because of your nonsense? Isn't your wishful thinking a little too good? It seems that Aunt Rong still doesn't want to admit it. Mu Qiqi looked at Huang Yu after she said that. Second aunt, you don't want to believe it either, right? I only believe in the evidence. Moreover, everyone can see how good eldest sister has been to the Xin family for so many years. What if she feels guilty and wants to monitor us? Mu Qiqi asked Huang Yu. I don't know what to say. Second uncle, second aunt, you've never been a bad person. Why do you still believe what Aunt Rong said all these years? Don't tell me that her actions over the years really didn't make any connection at all? Hearing what Mu Qiqi said, Rong Junhan went forward and raised her hand. She wanted to teach Mu Qiqi a lesson. Don't sow discord here. But Mu Qiqi turned her head and dodged. We'll know soon whether it's the truth or not. I don't want to talk to you. Since you're all against me, I'll leave. Rong Junhan wanted to leave, because she knew that it would be disastrous if she continued to stay in the ward. But Mu Qiqi had planted the seed of suspicion in everyone's heart. Even if she left, she would have to face it sooner or later. After that, Rong Junhan wanted to leave. But Mu Qiqi stopped her. Aren't you going to bring your beloved disciple with you? I don't know her at all. Don't accuse me wrongly. Mu Tongxue knew that she was abandoned by Rong Junhan now after she heard what Rong Junhan said. Finally, she could not hold it in anymore. I admit that she asked me to go there. At that moment, Rong Junhan had not left the ward yet. She brought me away from the hospital. He gave me the information in the video. She asked me to imitate Mu Qiqi. She said that she wanted to use me to sow discord between Mu Qiqi and the Shen family. To her, Mu Qiqi was the biggest obstacle to her entering the Shen family. After that, she gave me a makeover. Then she asked me to work in her dance studio. She asked me not to worry about my future. She would arrange everything for me. So I did what she asked me to do. Why does it sound like you and your sister are working together to slander me? Let me tell you. Rong Junhan will not be wronged so easily. Don't even think about it. Rong Junhan shouted at Mu Qiqi. You want to enter the Shen family, but you are afraid that I will stop you. I am a member of the Shen family. Why should I be afraid of you? Because you know that you won't have a good time as long as I am here. Are you done with your acting? Rong Junhan said sarcastically. Huang Yu, you still believe in eldest sister-in-law, don't you? Mu Qiqi and Mu Tongshua's acting is full of loopholes. Huang Yu looked at Mu Qiqi and then at Rong Junhan. You are the one who is full of loopholes. Do you have any evidence? Rong Junhan raised her eyebrows and asked. If you don't have any evidence, I can sue you for slander. Then Rong Junhan wanted to go out. But when she opened the door, she saw the former director's daughter, Dr. Zhou. Rong Junhan took 2 steps back. Dr. Zhou entered the ward and pointed at Rong Junhan. Then she said to Mu Qiqi, isn't she Tong Shui? What a joke. If I were Tong Shui, do you know how many times I come to the hospital every day? Dr. Zhou crossed her arms and answered Rong Junhan. I have been abroad for many years. Can't you hear that my tone is different? I only came back a while ago because my mother passed away. At that time, because of eldest young Master Shin's car accident, you went to my father and revoked the license of eldest young Master Shin's attending doctor. You asked him to keep it a secret, but he refused. Chapter 177. I'm not talking nonsense. The hospital has an archive of discarded documents. You can check it out. Wait here. I'll look for it. Then Dr. Zhou went to look for the documents. But Rong Junhan was in a hurry to leave before her. But she was stopped by Jing Yun's men at the door. Madam Rong, why are you in a hurry to leave? Don't you want to see the evidence before you leave? Jing Yun came to the Shin family with the gifts that Xianxia had asked him to give. Rong Junhan's expression changed. She wanted to leave, but Jing Yun stopped her. Then Jing Yun handed the documents to Grandpa Shin. This is the evidence of eldest young Master Shin's second injury. At that time, eldest young Master Shin's attending doctor had found out the main cause of his vegetative state. However, Madame Rong had bribed the hospital director to hide the truth. The initial diagnosis is in the information. To avoid suspicion, Rong Junhan had used the alias Tong Shui to collude with the dean. But Madame Zhong had seen it. What's more arrogant about her is that she bribed the dean to use the alias Tong Shui. She also used the name Tong Shui to set up a joint company with second young Master Shin. She probably thinks that no one will be able to find out. Jing Yun passed the documents to everyone in the Shin family. The witness and the evidence were here. What else could Rong Junhan say this time? After Grandpa Shin finished reading the documents, he walked towards Rong Junhan step by step. His gaze was fierce. He could not believe that he had let a wolf into his house after so many years. He had treated the person who had hurt his son as his savior. So, when he stood in front of Rong Junhan, he did not wait for her to say anything. He gave her 2 tight slaps on her face. Everyone in the ward was shocked by her action. Because of the 2 slaps, Rong Junhan's face was swollen. And there was blood at the corner of her mouth. I won't lose anything even if I shoot you today. Grandpa Shin pinched Rong Junhan's neck and said, "You have lied to the Shin family for so many years. Now you want to hurt my granddaughter? Tell me, can I forgive you?" Old Master Xing even lifted the man up. Rong Junhan's face was red and she could not breathe. Huang Yu quickly went forward and hugged Grandpa Shin's leg. "Father, don't be so agitated. We can't do this." "Then tell me, what should I do?" The old man retorted with bloodshot eyes. "Eldest brother has been lying on the sickbed for so many years. You brothers don't feel sorry for him, but I, as his father, am in so much pain that I can't breathe. And I'm old and muddle-headed. I let this be Tish take care of my son for so many years. If it wasn't for her, my son would have woken up long ago. Do you believe me?" "Grandpa, it's not worth it." Mu Chichi also came forward to persuade him. A woman like her who is like a snake and a scorpion, and she still wants to marry into the Shin family. "Second bro, don't you like it a lot? What about now?" The old man looked fiercely at second brother's family and asked. Huang Yu lowered her head in guilt and slapped herself. "We didn't know the right person and were used. Dad, please forgive us." "I forgive you, but can you forgive yourselves?" Huang Yu lowered her head and stopped talking. "You can't be 18 years old yet." Rong Junhan did not expect that she would be exposed by Mu Chichi in the ward today. She had underestimated her opponent. She thought that a little girl like her would not be able to find out about the past. She really did not expect that Mu Chichi was so capable. Rong Junhan did not expect that Mu Chichi was so capable. What a good show. But the Shin family is really stupid. Took you so many years to see the truth. That's right. I was the one who bumped into Shin Jianchuan that year. But so what? Su Ziqing has already married Mu Chichi. But he still wants to be with her. So I have to teach him a lesson. Why, can't I? What do you want? It's been 15 years. What can you do to me? Moreover, there are a lot of things that you didn't expect. Back then, I knew that Shin Jianchuan and Su Ziqing were together, so I called her. In fact, I didn't do anything wrong. After she ran out, she slept with the man from the Mu family. Not long after, they got married. Shin Jianchuan was excited when he heard that. It turned out that Rong Junhan was the one who caused Su Ziqing to leave him. Don't look at me like that. You and Su Ziqing are not compatible. You were not compatible in the past and you are not compatible now. I just did not expect that Su Ziqing could give birth to such a bastard. So, you deserve to be in a vegetative state now. After saying those words, Rong Junhan finally showed her true nature. He did not need to pretend anymore. I know that all of you want to strangle me to death. But I'm sorry. You don't have the ability to do so. Huang Yu, let's not talk about your company. Even your son Xinlin's future is in my hands. You will never know whose daughter your daughter-in-law Xiaojing is. She's mine. What a stupid family. Rong Junhan was arrogant. But she had the ability to be arrogant. For the past 10 years she had been secretly plotting against the Shin family. She would not let them go so easily. Huang Yu was anxious. He wanted to rush over. But Grandpa Shin stopped her. Don't you think you are stupid enough? Huang Yu's eyes turned red. She did not say anything. If that's the case, I don't want to enter the Shin family anymore. Anyway, my daughter has already married into the Shin family. It's nothing. I will leave Mu Tongxue to you. Remember to torture her well. I won't accompany you anymore. Then Rong Junhan turned around and left. But Jing Yun stopped her. Rong Junhan snorted coldly. Do you want to stop me forever? You can sue me at the police station if you dare. Jing Yun, let her go, said Grandpa Shen. After Jing Yun heard that, he turned his body slightly to let Rong Junhan leave the hospital and the ward. I never expected that eldest sister-in-law is such a person. Second uncle punched the wall of the hospital. And I treated her as my father for so many years. I even helped her a lot. I feel disgusted when I think about it. Huang Yu knelt on the floor. She did not know what to do. Father, what about Shenlin? Now you are begging me? Didn't you only recognize your eldest sister-in-law? Grandpa Shen snorted. Father, you are magnanimous. Don't lower yourself to the same level as us. We were blinded by her. Huang Yu cried. Then why did you pick on Mu Qiqi for so long? Did Mu Qiqi ever hurt you? That you're tuning in to the Zhou Xian's Legacy YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.